PWP Nation,
where wrestling discussion lives.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello. We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for me.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland. Real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcasts, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC POD. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios. Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
welcome to Offended, presented by PWP Nation. It's your boys, Tricky, Stoutsy, and welcome back to the show, JCD.
What up? What's up, you fucking marks?
Oh, wait, hold on. I'll give you a better intro than that. And welcome back to the show. JCD says,
that's the version of that song I like! Dude, you don't understand. In 99, 2000, when that, Aggression CD came out and they were doing songs with, actual rappers, dude, you could not get the Method Man rock song out of my fucking cassette player in my fucking car, man. You know?
That song's actually pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie.
It is! The Method Man, it is!
That theme song? Oh, the Method Man one.
The Method Man version of it,
yeah.
That song is fucking good, man.
It really
I didn't like the Wyclef one. You know, It Doesn't Matter. I thought that was just a little more corny.
Yeah, that song's just funny.
The Method Man one is fucking badass, man.
Yeah, apparently Method Man just performed that at one of his concerts a year ago, and people were like, "Dude, that song's awesome. What is that?"
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
Yep. I like that version versus the version he's had the last 8 years, where you get the little quotes from him now and then, because the beat was different. I felt
what the Rock is cooking.
So you're talking about that one?
But the whole that beat, I feel like the beat is better. Yeah, I see where this is going. I'll give you one better. Hang on, I'll give you one better.
This little dashing Cody Rhodes.
Yep, see? You want to play this game? Let's play this game.
Damn. You know what version I hated the most? I hated the Hollywood Rock version. I hated that one. I hated the intro. I hated all of it.
Did you?
I hated it.
I loved it.
That was fucking awesome.
Oh, I hated it.
Oh, no, that was great.
Actually,
that was great because, let me tell you, that fit him.
Yeah.
In 2003, and I can't, of course, it never fucking fails. In 2003, when he was that character, that version of him, that theme song with the entrance, with the helicopter, with the light, and I think that was a Los Angeles, whatever.
Yeah.
Is cooking. Dun, 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 dun. That was great. That was great because it fit him. It was so fucking great.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree it was perfect for him, but I was just like, nope, not if I was like, can't, nope, don't like him, hate him, heel.
See, I loved it.
Rock. Hated it.
I liked 03 heel Rock. I did. I enjoyed that.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite version of The Rock is 03
And
Rock.
it pained me because he went over Austin and Hogan, but he lost to Goldberg, who at the time I still could not stand. I was like, but that wasn't his fault, but it was just like, I love this version, but I don't want him going over Hogan, and I don't want him going over Austin. But wait, you fucking tell me he's losing to Goldberg? Like,
Yeah.
God, the good old days.
Right.
And Dwayne wasn't a schmuck.
I heard your favorite Rock is the one from Skyscraper.
Oh, fuck you.
He doesn't have a leg.
I can't fuck with that, because...
So what is he, just a stone? Just the stone, because he has one leg?
He's a pebble.
Holder.
He's a pebble.
There's a picture that my uncle took with The Rock. Like, it was probably around like 03. He was in Jamaica with his wife, and The Rock like was coming out of the bathroom. He's like, "Oh my God, The Rock, what's up?" So I'm like, "Oh, that's The Rock." And I look at my uncle. I'm like, "That's the pebble."
Nice. Nice.
All right. Well, anyway, we got a show for you today. Was this episode 109?
I believe so.
109.
Yep.
We're getting
The
up there.
Asgardians of the Galaxy back together again.
Hey, my name's Kolg. Over here.
Dude, I'm gonna send when I do that, when I have to do that at my kid's school, I'm gonna trust me, I'm gonna send you all the fucking pictures of it. It's gonna be fucking kick ass.
Hey, Thor, he's back. Call me a dickhead again.
Listen here, new master 6'9". Thor here.
So earlier today, Stoutsy, I texted John. I was like, "You want to do songs of the week since you never done it with us before?" Like, because I thought it would be hilarious. Since it's sometimes have been our best part, and that's why he's here. That's why he's here early.
Right.
But you're not in the cockpit. You're dying again.
I am dying again.
You're not dying. You just can't think of anything good to do.
That's true.
Great first Bueller line you fucking missed.
Yeah, I'm excited that he's on. Should be an interesting.
So wait, so I could
combos.
just pick like 5 songs of any era, and I just tell you these are my 5. All right, cool.
We probably won't know them because you're so old. So
You won't know good music.
Yeah. Did they even sing back? Did they even sing on songs when you used to listen to music? Is it just like?
no,
Listen,
Jim, you're thinking of the
would
movies he watched.
Well, yeah, exactly. We just started to get the talkies, you know, with the movies,
You
fucking
liked all that
assholes.
ragtime music.
That's how we got our news. We went to the movies, and it was on the reel before the movie started. And here's pictures of our boys at war. Back when you can fucking have an opinion and not fucking offend 9 million fucking people. Bitch ass motherfuckers.
Yeah. Hey, John, how many different Twitters are you gonna get before the end of the year?
Yeah, right. I mean, shit. I never thought I would have more Twitters than kids. I mean, shit.
Sorry, Offended got suspended for the first time the other day.
Who got suspended?
Our Offended account got suspended for a day on Sunday.
For what?
I called some guy a fucking loser. That was it. That's really all it is. I called him a fucking loser.
Jeez.
I mean, listen.
Ouch.
Here's where I got suspended the first time. The Rock posted a video saying that he was going to sneak into your house and leave you gifts. All I said was, if you sneak in my house, that's trespassing. I reserve the right to shoot you dead. Apparently, you can't do that. The second time I got suspended, and this is where Twitter's real fucking pussified, WWE did that like on this date thing. And it was when Lesnar beat Rock at SummerSlam, which I was at, which was fucking glorious. And all I said was, and I don't know, I was like, yes, the night, dear at The Rock, this was the day Brock Lesnar sent your whiny bitch ass home, and we didn't have any of your shit. Next thing I know, I get a notice from Twitter. You violated Twitter's account rule. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But yet all the times I told Bill de Blasio to die, I don't get fucking anything for that. But I call The Rock a little fucking bitch, and next thing I know, done?
Well, yeah, because he's going to be our next president. You can't do that.
He is not. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Wait till next year. Wait till me and Aaron and Jay basically have like fist fights every week every day on Facebook.
Dude, JCD, Stoutsy, JCD is our Bill Burr. I just realized that.
I like Bill Burr.
No.
Bill Burr's
do.
the fucking man.
I love Bill Burr. You know what movie Bill Burr is quietly good in? Because he didn't have a big role, but he was.
That's right, Bill. I don't know if you guys watched Bill Burr's special yet. I'm sure the snowflakes out there are going to run him out of the.
The Heat. Did you guys ever see The Heat?
Oh yeah, he is in The Heat, isn't he?
He is. He's the bro. Like I said, he doesn't have a big role, but the role he's in, he's like Melissa McCarthy's brother, one of her brothers. So is Michael Rappaport, ironically, and like just the way he is. Yeah, yeah. Just the way he is. He's got this small part, but whenever he's on, he's fucking awesome, man.
Mm-hmm. That's how he was in Breaking Bad. He's has a really small role in Breaking Bad, and he's great in that.
Yeah, he just nails it. Like, I don't know if Bill Burr could ever do a movie where he's like the main guy.
Yeah.
But like the way he is cast, like in these little like sidebar roles, he's fucking great.
Right. I agree totally. That's how a lot of comedians are. Like they're never gonna get like bigger than that. But like if you watch just their stand up, like they're fucking perfect.
That's why I'm telling you, Sebastian Maniscalco is on the road to fucking ruin.
Yes.
He's gonna make that mistake. He's gonna get this big fucking role, and it's all gonna come crashing down.
Is he the one that's really like over the top? Like when he's talking, like does like
Italian?
weird faces and shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he offended everybody at the MTV Video Awards. When he was like, "Oh, don't worry."
I don't know what he said.
He was like, and it wasn't a big deal, but this is where we are right now. He was like, "Oh, listen, there's categories and there's nominees, but listen, I got news for you guys. Not everybody's getting a participation trophy. There's gonna be winners, there's gonna be losers. Oh, but don't worry, so-and-so has a support horse. You could all go pet in the back." It was like, he's right on, and then within minutes, millennials and liberals outraged at Sebastian Maniscalco's MTV Video Music Award performance. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, man?
Oh my god, that's pathetic. I like him. I like his stand-up. Yeah, I think he's gonna be he's in The Irishman, I believe, coming out soon.
He is in that?
I don't know how big of a role he has, but yeah, he's gonna be in it.
Yeah, he's in it, but he's the guy that's gonna fuck up and start taking like these big major roles, and it's gonna be the end of his career.
Right. Dude, Jim, you not being here already sucks because I need a beer and I'm in the recliner, so.
Yeah, just get up and get it.
Yeah.
I can't leave. Okay, let's start songs of the week. Let me say my song, then I'll go get it. How about that?
All right, that's fair.
Yeah. See, I got plans. You wouldn't know it. All right. So, my first song this week, Songs of the Week. Here we go. You can follow our playlist exclusively on Spotify at Offender Presents Songs of the Week. JCD making his debut, I guess, right here on Songs of the Week. Should be interesting. Hear what he's got. My first song this week is from. I'm on a fucking 80s hairband like kick right now. My first song is Motley Crue, "Kickstart My Heart."
Nice.
Fucking great song. Like, just gets me fucking pumped up.
I almost picked a Motley Crue song.
Did you?
Yeah, I almost picked one, but decided not to.
Yeah, I almost did, but I didn't.
Either of you ever been to a Motley Crue concert?
No, I've.
No, but I've been to Lollapalooza, and they were supposed to be at one, and they weren't there.
Like in there.
When?
Like in the early 90s or like mid 90s?
96. I went to Lollapalooza 96, and I think they were supposed to be there, and at the last minute they weren't for whatever reason.
If memory serves me correctly, in like that new movie The Dirt, if it was 96, I think that was when what's his name? Not the lead singer, Nikki Sixx, I think is his name.
Okay.
I think that was when he like almost like he went back on drugs again, and like they couldn't.
Okay,
get
so
back off
that would explain it. That would explain it. Okay.
Makes sense.
Sorry, no, that's not it. It's the lead singer. They were trying to get him back in the band, and they were having trouble getting him back in the band. That's what it was.
Okay.
I bet the concerts were crazy though.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Couldn't imagine.
Jeez.
Dude, you guys couldn't handle it.
All right, who wants to go next? Who's next?
Can I go next?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, only because I know these guys. 9 Days, Story of a Girl.
Wow, it's a great song. That's a fucking great song.
Those are they're Long Island guys, and I used to bartend 97, 98, 99 is when the song officially came out. And yeah, I knew those guys from all over Long Island. I used to bartend at a bar they used to always do like Friday nights at, and when they blew up, it was like the coolest thing. Yeah, that song is awesome. 20 years later, I have it on I have some playlist when I'll hook my phone up to whatever, my speaker, whatever, when I have people over and shit. That song's right on there, man.
It's a great song.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a phenomenal song.
Yep. Yeah, those guys are mad cool.
Wow. That's when you were like, I know these guys. I was like, who the fuck does he know? And then you said that, and I was like, holy shit.
This is
that like
the story of a girl
who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Is that like the only song they have?
In photographs.
Basically.
I absolutely love her when she smiles. Yeah, it's basically they had one that followed up, but it never was anywhere near as good as Story of a Girl.
Here,
Story of a Good was fucking awesome.
John, I got a question for you because Jim, okay. I know you and we've talked about this before.
Okay.
So, Story of a Girl by, what was it, 9 Days? Is that what they're called?
Yes.
They're basically a one-hit wonder. And
yes.
in this day and age now, one-hit wonders basically are almost obsolete now because of streaming services that you hear one song, you can immediately go check them out now. And do you think it has anything to do with that? Because, when's the last time we've had, a one-hit, a true, one-hit wonder?
Yeah, I think there's some, you look at, every now and then you'll see these specials or, Sirius XM will do, a one-hit wonder weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And you listen to some of these songs, and what you guys say is good for probably, I'd say about 50% of them, realistically. There's some that just, okay, it is what it is. You made your money, move on. I don't think any streaming service was going to help Right Said Fred rebound after I'm Too Sexy. Okay? But, I can see that in some cases. And, I can see that.
I mean, when's the last time we've had a big one-hit wonder? The only song that's coming to my mind is fucking that song You Had a Bad Day. That's I know there's probably some after that, but that's the only one that's really coming to my mind.
Yeah, I can't think of one either. Like you said, well, especially now, it's if you're a one-hit wonder, like that little Nas X guy, it's we got so popular that companies that promote shit on social media, they're let's just throw a guy like that into a commercial or something. Not that I don't think he's ever done one, but that's the thing now with one hit wonders.
That's what it is.
They get so popular on social media that the people that have companies and stuff, if it's a candy bar or some shit,
you'll find another use for them.
Exactly. Yeah, there's so many different outlets now that they can still stay relevant.
Okay, we're not going to have you do another album, but you know what? I'll put your song to this product, then I'll have you in the commercial, and it will stay relevant that way. Yeah.
Right. Well, that dude's song was all over. I think it was even in the NFL. I want to say it was during the NFL playoffs, and even during the hockey playoffs, he was all over the place.
Yeah,
and he's getting paid for royalties
the royalties out the ass. Yeah.
So here's the thing on Spotify. So I'm just looking up right now. Lil Nas X. It says he has 40 million monthly listeners, and his brand new song that came out a couple weeks ago has already hit 200 million listens. That's insane.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's right now because he's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Show me those numbers 6 months from now, and let's see where he's at.
Right, but still, I mean, it's just it almost goes with what we're talking about on the one-hit wonders now.
Yeah.
There really aren't any. Because
well, you know what it is too. You're also getting these weird, contemplations together. Isn't he the guy that did something with Billy Ray Cyrus?
Yeah.
He remixed a song with him.
Tell me in a world where that fucking happens.
Well, Nelly did it first with Toby McGraw, so... Or is that his name?
Tim McGraw, I think.
Yeah, but Tim McGraw is a bigger name than Billy Ray Cyrus as far as what they've produced goes.
Right.
But, I mean, it's such an obscure pairing that, okay, Nazi X has got his fan base, and then Billy Ray Cyrus, there's all the old 90s country guys that are oh shit, he's got something. So now you just brought fucking two nowhere near connected fucking bases together, and it's Okay, now we got something here.
It's funny that you actually brought that up because I was literally on my fucking Saturday night bender. I got into a conversation. I'm like, isn't it crazy? I had like just crazy thought. I'm like, it's fucking crazy that people in our generation are gonna remember Billy Ray Cyrus for fucking Old Town Road and not Achy Breaky Heart. like. That's fucking crazy and weird to think about.
Yeah, or his crazy ass daughter. One of the two.
She's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always liked Miley Cyrus, though. I can't hate on her.
Yeah, that's true. She did put out some bangers. Plus, I think she has low enough standards that she would pick me one night. So
I don't even think that. I think she'd just be fun to fucking party with.
And more.
Yeah.
I'm being honest, and more. I tweeted to her after she had her breakup with whatever that dude's name is. I just tweeted her. Her just
Thor's brother.
Yeah.
Show some fucking respect.
Yeah, it wasn't
the
Loki
real life
either.
Loki.
Yeah, well, he's not Thor. I tweeted her. All I said was "sup." So thought maybe that would work, but
hey,
no.
So speaking of brothers, real quick, before we move on, Katie and I are trying to get these two dogs that we're have like an interview with like tomorrow to see if we get them.
Yeah.
And I really
Wait, what?
Me and Katie are getting two dogs.
No,
like brothers.
no. You had an interview to get dog. What?
No,
the
they're like foster dogs. They go to home like
Oh,
orphan. So like,
okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
dogs.
what?
I had to do the same thing too. They come and do like a house check to make sure it's not going to like
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing that tomorrow, and if they don't have names that they're like sticking to, I have three different pairings I want to name them. Either Wayne and Garth, fucking Walt and Jesse, or Thor and Loki.
Thor and Loki.
Ooh. Or Cody and Dustin.
Oh shit! Or Matt and Nick Jackson.
Oh man.
Hey, listen.
Ambrose and Moxley.
Yo, did you see? Oh my God! I was speaking of him. Somebody. This was a total parody, but I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. It was a fake TMZ article that said Renee Young cheats on WWE's Dean Ambrose with AEW's Jon Moxley.
Oh, that's funny.
That's actually good. That's great.
That's funny.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
Moxley's probably dirtier and like more adult for it, so he's not so PG.
Okay.
All right, is it my song?
Yeah, it's your
Yes.
All right, my song. I'm also going a little 80s here. It's by the band Yes, a little song called "Owner of a Lonely Heart."
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, good song. I've been on ever since Stranger Things came out in like July. I've been on just like an 80s kick.
I'm telling you, man, the 80s and the 90s were fucking awesome, man.
I'm almost at the
kick,
point
man.
where I'm almost thinking the 80s are better than the 90s. Like I really wish I could have lived in the 80s somewhat.
Music-wise, I
Music-wise,
might have to
yes.
agree with you.
Music-wise, yes. As far as like just the way you could live and be, the 90s were fucking... The 90s, as being remembered as the Attitude Era in wrestling, was basically the Attitude Era in real life.
Right.
Yeah, it was like the
What?
80s, just less crack.
Dude, like 97, 98, 99, yeah, basically. Dude, I mean, the shit you fucking got away with. I was at a fucking bar one night, and I'm sorry, but if you're 200 plus pounds, okay, don't jump on the dance floor. You're gonna fucking break the dance floor. And I fucking said this to this girl one night, and fucking, you would think, first of all, she fucking slapped my friend, which, hey, whatever, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Nowadays, I'd probably be in fucking jail for that shit. I just turned around. I was like, stop, you're gonna break the floor. You can get away with that shit back then.
Get off the dance floor, fatso.
Yeah. Come on, Beth. Move. God.
See, when JCD comes on our show, we stick to our fucking name.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we sure do.
Dude, like, fuck.
The man speaks the truth.
Oh, man.
That's why he's our fucking Bill Burr.
Yeah, shit. The shit I got away with in the fucking late 90s, man. I'd be fucking... Forget it. I'd have so many Me Too fucking lawsuits right now. It'd be fucking crazy. I'd have terminal Me Too.
Well, shit, dude. It's like when you were like me and Todd when we were kids in the 90s. It's like if you if you were playing dodgeball and you threw a ball and hit a kid in the face, you didn't have to do like 45 minutes of timeout and go through like a therapy session.
Exactly. What the fuck?
You were just a kid. You were just a kid playing fucking
Dude,
dodgeball.
I remember
Exactly.
in 6th grade perfectly playing dodgeball in our PE class, and I hit this kid in the face, and our PE teacher was like, "No, he gets to come back in, and you hit him in the head." I'm like, "Oh, sorry." And right when he got up, I just smoked him again right in the head. And I'm like, "It's fucking dodgeball!"
Dude, if I wasn't good at something, I didn't get fucking smoke blown up my ass in a fucking trophy. I was told I sucked, and I either worked to get better or I did something else.
Dude,
Hey, even when I did good, my dad still told me I sucked.
I wanted to be a fucking pitcher in Little League. I suck, so what did I do? I went and played second base. No one told me, "Oh, give little Johnny a fucking trophy," because he fucking walked 9 kids and gave up 18 runs.
And I also snorted pixie sticks back in 6th grade on the playground.
Yeah, see, you could do shit like that.
I did a whole week in Vegas just purely on E. And something else I still don't know what it is to this day. No one got hurt. No one cared. Woke up every day. All right, cool. None of this shit. Fuck, man. Fucking met some girl. Fucking went up to the fucking rooftop of the Carousel Hotel, which they ripped down 2 years later. We did our fucking shit, and that was it. We went our way. She went back to North Carolina. I went to fucking New York. That was it. There was none of this, "Oh, you're going to call me," or, "Oh, let me check your background." Fuck you. You want to fuck me up? What's your political affiliation? Fuck you.
See, John, you wouldn't be able to get away with it now because it's social media and shit.
I look at it like this. Like, not that I ever would, but I can't afford to ever, like, fucking cheat on my wife because you know what? I can't fucking date again if I ever became single. What are your views on meat? I fucking love it. I got a fucking smoker, a fucking charcoal grill, and a regular grill. How many steaks you fucking want?
You don't want them, fine. I made a salad, eat that, but you're not getting the main course.
Oh, you have a gate around your yard and your pool? Yeah, because I want to keep fucking strangers out of my fucking yard and my kids out of my fucking pool. It doesn't mean anything else other than that. Fuck.
Oh God.
Can we watch the game plan? Get the fuck out.
See, nowadays people are like, "Oh, you got your oh my God, I can't talk." Nowadays people are like, "You got your grass cut? Oh, you're doing good for yourself. Good job."
Exactly. Fuck. Oh, you bought a new car last year. You know how many other people can't even afford cars? It's not my fucking problem.
Dude, this is exactly why I wanted you on Songs of the Week, because this is where Jim and I ramble. That's normally our best part of the show, and it's easily the best part of the show.
I have 2 kids. I needed a new car. It's not my problem. You can't buy a new car. Sorry. It's not my fucking problem. Fuck out of here.
I didn't go in debt for a nursing degree and then fucking get mad when people shit themselves and I'm a nurse. All right?
Exactly.
That's not my fault. You could have got a nice job as a secretary, made some money, and slept with the boss and got yourself a car, but you chose not to.
Be a bank teller, file a sexual harassment claim when you say a banker touches your ass. Like every other fucking good girl does. Who told you to go $250,000 into debt for something that you don't want to fucking do? Not my problem.
I'm interviewing for a new job, and they're gonna go back and be like, "Oh, you have a podcast. What's the latest episode?" They're gonna listen to this one and be like, "You're not hired."
Whatever, you're lost, man.
I got references from where? New York. That's what you tell them. I got a reference from New York.
The guy with 4 suspended Twitter accounts.
That's right. Me and my Tony Soprano-looking brother-in-law are going to show up and fucking vouch for God. Don't worry about it. We got you, big guy.
Jesus Christ. Is it my turn? Fuck.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Can we just... Yeah, all right.
All right. I'm going to read 2 in a row.
All
right. Because since they're like indie songs, so we'll just blow past this conversation. But my second song this week is Take You Back by the band Purr. They're fucking, Jim, windows down, Get a
little roadhead.
Yeah, you know how the story goes. But they're good because it sounds like an indie song like that came out in the early 2000s, so I really like it.
Okay.
And my third song this week is called Take Me to the Light by Francis and the Lights, I almost said it wrong, Bon Iver and Kanye West. It's
Nice.
a fucking just.
Oh, Mr. Kanye West.
It's just a really good
Nice.
song. Like it's kind of like it repeats itself a little bit in it, but like it's just a song that you can just chill to, and I just really like it.
Okay.
Well,
I'll go two
fuck
as
Kanye,
well.
so.
Hey, easy. How dare you speak that way about our Lord and Savior Yeezy?
You
Yeah.
wish.
Jesus. All
Yep,
hail
that's right.
Jesus. We all
That's
have
right.
girlfriends.
I'm walking through the crowd at Lollapalooza. This is my city. Everybody's getting out of the way like I'm fucking Moses. Shut up.
It was
Somebody
kind of
would've
cool
touched
when he
you,
looked
you
at
would've
the
been-
security guard
Oh,
and was
it-
like, it's
nobody,
my city.
Nobody touched him because if he would have been all over the Twitter like, man, this person touched me. I'm Kanye West. Meh. Shut up. Fucking all I want to hear is Through the Wire and Good Life, and then get the fuck off my phone. And
Okay.
Jesus Walks.
Yeah, you're going to keep going on naming songs, aren't you?
We're gonna be 19 songs into this, and then fuck them.
Yeah. You know what? I just want to hear like his first I just want to hear his first 7
his
albums,
first
but that
4
8th
albums,
album
but
he put
fuck
out,
'em.
dude, in the middle there, that was fuck that one album. But
Okay.
all of his
I
other
got
albums
two
are
for
fucking
ya.
great, and he's a
All right.
goat, but whatever.
I'll give you 2 since we're gonna go rapid fire here a little, and they're completely different ends of the spectrum. Enrique Iglesias, I like it because the video's got the Jersey Shore guys in it, and it's actually a cool ass. It's got a cool little beat. And Big Bad Voodoo Daddies, You and Me in the Bottle Makes 3 tonight.
Oh.
Because
Nice
it's in my
pick.
favorite. It's in my favorite movie of all time, Swingers.
It's a fucking great movie. I'm gonna make him bleed, Mikey.
Yeah.
Is Swingers the one with Vince Vaughn?
Yes.
Yep. I'm gonna
Okay,
make
I've
Lil
seen-
Wayne's head bleed.
I've seen bits
It's
and
not so
pieces
much
of it. I
me.
haven't seen it in full.
You haven't
It's
seen
not
it
so
in full?
much me. It's Roenick. He's good.
Dude,
Yeah, I gotta
Swingers is
check
a
it out in
fucking
full. I've
great
seen like
movie.
bits
Oh,
and
you
pieces.
got it,
Catch a little
dude. It's a
bit.
fucking classic.
Yeah.
That
That was
I
Vince
would've-
Vaughn's like first big movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, him and Favreau.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, fucking Favreau. That guy's a legend.
No doubt.
You know,
If it wasn't for John
Rob
Favreau.
Livingston's in it. Rob Livingston's in it. Who else is in it?
What's the chick
that-
from The Hangover? Heather Graham.
Heather Graham is in it. The black guy in it, he's been in fucking a million fucking things, and I can't fucking think of his name. The minute you see him, Jim, you're gonna know exactly who he is.
Okay.
He's in a million fucking things. Who else is in it? Yeah, that's all that matters. I mean, but yeah, Swing is a great movie. You're so fucking money, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, I need to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All
All
right,
right, Jim, go for 2.
My pick. All right, I got 2 by the same guy. I'm just going to knock him out. Off the new Post Malone album. John, I don't know if you're a fan of Post
Don't you
Malone or not. I
fucking
feel like
pick my
maybe you
song.
could
Don't
be.
you fucking pick my song.
I like the song from what you call it, Spider-Verse.
Okay, yeah, that's a good song. No, I'm not picking your songs. I don't think so, Todd. So my first one's going to be Hollywood's Bleeding.
Okay, good.
That's what kicks off the album. That's a good one. And then the other one is I'm Gonna Be off the album. I think it's...
Oh, you're going 2 posts.
Yeah, that's why I said I have 2 songs. Yeah, dude, I had to, man. The whole album's just...
It's good, man.
Probably one of my favorite albums, man. He doesn't get enough credit for, like, because it's not just rap on this album. It's like rock, and then there's a little bit of like, I feel like there's almost like a
The dude
indie
can
kind of
sing, man.
alternative vibe and stuff, dude. Yeah, man, he's super talented. It's just that his whole face is covered in tattoos, so people aren't the biggest fan of it. But
Dude, he covered
can,
Return of the Mac, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
oh my god, this is like one of the hardest songs to sing. Don't you fucking ruin this song. And then he fucking tore it apart. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
this is great.
I forget what Nirvana song he covered. It might be "Smells Like Teen Spirit," but he fucking knocks it out of the park, dude.
No, it was, I think it was Come As You Were.
Yeah, that's where it's coming
Yes.
as you are. Yeah, it is. Yeah, man, he's super talented. I picked these songs too because I was interested to see what JCD's thought on Post Malone was.
I got no problem with him. Like I said, I don't know
Yeah.
everything, but I know the Spider-Verse song, whatever, and a few other
Yeah.
things that I know. Like, it's the type of stuff that, like, when I hear it, I'm like, oh, that's his. And yeah, I've got no issue with him.
Yeah, I feel
He's
like
cool.
most people either like me, where it's like, oh, I really like Post Malone, or they're like, oh, I'm not like a mega fan, but like if I hear a couple of his songs, like I like a few of his songs, it's like, yeah, I can deal with that then.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You
Like,
know, he's never
yeah,
done
yeah.
anything to make me like hate him. Like he doesn't whine
Exactly.
about anything. He just plays music and he just is a rock star. Plus, he was on Stone Cold's podcast, which was crazy, and it was actually a really really good interview because the dude loves wrestling and he just like and I was like, okay, you got Stone Cold doing an interview with a rapper with face tattoos. This is going to be interesting. Of course, Stone Cold just knocks it out of the park like he does every time he's ever on anything.
I love that song Rockstar, mate. I can't do the Stone Cold.
Kid.
Listen,
kid, I heard this song on the radio.
You're doing your thing, man. Don't let anyone tell you what the face tattoo.
I mean, it kind of hurts when I bob my hips. I got a hurt neck.
I got the stack of dimes I call neck. And goddamn, kid.
You're really doing your thing. I can't do my Austin impression right now.
You just gotta turn yourself up to 10. That's what I did every time.
Yep. Don't give a shit what anybody says, son. Just do your own thing, give them the middle finger, and drink some beer.
Brown check on jackass.
What?
Oh, man.
By the way, shut up, Steve.
Shut up, Steve. Why don't you just shut up, Steve?
Yep.
Dude, Styles. Oh my God, AJ Styles. I mean, hey, Steve. Why don't you just shut up?
Listen,
Shut up, Steve.
Steve, listen. If you can't take a forearm to the left side of the head, then you shouldn't be in this business to begin with.
If you can't take a forearm to the left side of your head, then you just need to get out. And I'm not saying that the earth is flat. I'm just saying you probably all don't know stuff that you probably can't handle.
Oh, man. All right, Todd, is it your turn?
Oh,
yeah.
And I'm so
Todd,
happy you brought up
go
the shut
two
up,
more,
Steve.
Go two more.
Right.
Two more. Let's wrap through this.
Yep.
Right. But real quick, I'm so happy he brought up the shut up, Steve, because there's an episode of SmackDown from like 2 years ago when he was a heel, and he's talking to Ellsworth, and he just goes, "Oh, why don't you just shut up?" And it's my favorite Styles thing ever. And he did it again on Monday night, and I popped like a motherfucker for it. And Katie's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "He just said shut up."
Yeah, I popped for like 5 minutes because I was sitting there waiting for Stone Cold to cut him off in his promo and say something like Stone Cold does. And, of course, Stone Cold hits him with, he's like, what does Stone Cold say? He goes, he's like, why don't you, if you got something to say, why don't you put a little bass in your voice? And then that's when AJ Styles goes, why don't you just shut up, Steve?
Dude, what's great is that
perfect.
the way that Styles stared at him, there was a good 5 seconds of him not doing anything, and he said something, and right when he said it, the camera cuts back to Austin, and Austin's staring at him, and Austin looks away because you could tell he's fucking trying not to laugh, and the camera cuts away really quickly.
Oh, I was waiting for Austin to kind of cut him off with a little something too, because Austin always did that, and I was like, he's gonna do it to see if AJ can
do it.
If AJ can hang. He kind of cut him off a little bit, and just to play with AJ, and AJ handled it well with it.
Yep.
Why don't you just shut up, Steve?
Why don't you just shut up, Steve?
Man, classic.
All right, my last 2 songs for songs of the week. I'm gonna go with, since it's I'm gonna wait for that one. Post Malone, Myself, off the new album, fucking great. That's my favorite song off the whole album. That song is just fucking fantastic. And
great song.
My last song this week, since we are recording this on 9/11, I'm gonna go with U2's "Walk On." It became kind of like the theme song for 9/11. I remember just being like a kid, and on September, after September 11th happened, MTV played the music, they had made their own music video showing pictures of 9/11 to U2's "Walk On." I mean, that played probably played 100 times a day for the next 100 days. It was crazy.
Yeah. All right, I got my last 2. I got U2 "Beautiful Day" because
you're a fucking mark for Todd. Jesus.
No, because that was the song that they used for Triple H's Rehab in 2002, and I kind of used that for myself.
Nice.
Probably more of a Triple H mark. Don't tell Aaron. And only because it worked the first time I ever got laid. Do me, Belle Biv DeVoe.
What was that, your first kid?
No. Asshole. Yo, fuck you. Fuck you.
I was going to say, first time he got laid, I'm going to pick Miley Cyrus's Party in the USA. It's in the 2000s.
It was 92. And 92, and I was just hanging out with my girlfriend one Sunday, and that came on, and I started singing it to her, and I was purely joking. Turn around, I had a drugstore around the corner from my house. She's like, "Go get something." I was like, "All right." 16-year-old me never moved that fast in my life. I was like, "All right, let's go."
Yeah, you weren't even thinking about the Me Too movement at that time. You just went and got the condoms.
Yeah, I was like, all right, hey, listen,
Man,
all
dude,
right.
I bet sex in the 90s was awesome.
It was because no one cared. No one cared. Like, look, I'll be honest with you. I was single for pretty much a good chunk of the late 90s. The early 90s, like when I was still in high school, I had girlfriend, this, that, whatever. Girlfriend this year, girlfriend that, whatever. But the late 90s was so fucking awesome because you could literally meet a girl, okay, and tell her straight out, listen, let's get together one night. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever doesn't, and I'm not promising you yesterday or tomorrow. Let's just get together for today. And you know what? There were some girls that wasn't cool for. Okay, no problem. No problem. And then there were other girls that you'd be surprised. Girls were fucking worse than guys.
God.
Okay.
What a time.
And that was it. There was none of this. Why didn't you call me? I'm going to say you did this to me. I'm going to
Why'd you like that girl's picture on Instagram?
Exactly. There is none of that. And then you know what? You went to the same bar the following week. Hey, what's up? Hey, who's your friend? And no one gave a fuck. No one gave a fuck. I'm going to be honest with you. There's like 4 or 5 girls in a group that me and my friends at the time, we all pretty much all slept with each other. And no one gave a fuck. No one got their fucking feelings hurt. No one fucking keyed anybody's car or had an emotional breakdown. It was, all right, cool. Yeah, you know what? Whatever.
Yeah, it was better. It was better for everybody. Everybody was getting a little something from somewhere in the friend group.
You want to go watch Monday Night Raw or The Matrix? Sure.
Yeah. Listen, Hey, listen, no, Monday night, Monday night was my, no, nothing happens Monday night. I don't go out Monday night. But I had a routine 6 nights, the other 6 nights of the week. Tuesday night did you guys ever see the show The King of Queens?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Love
that show.
That bar, Cooper's, is real.
Oh,
and
shit?
It was 5 minutes away from where I grew up. So Tuesday nights, they had 10-cent wings and 3 for $5 Bud Lights.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wednesday night was this
Wait,
strip
3
called...
for $5 Bud Lights?
Yes, sir.
That's a quality fucking deal right there.
Dude,
yeah, it is.
$15, you were fucking done till 4 a.m. You went out with 2 or 3 of your buddies, everybody put like a 20 on the bar. That was it. You basically closed the joint out.
Yeah. We have a bar like that, but it's a little more expensive. Jim and I have closed it down multiple times.
No, old bombers.
Well, good old bombers.
Thursday night was ladies' night wherever. Friday night was we're going out to this big bar, Mulcahy's in Long Island. Saturday night was the city. And then Sunday night was this little neighborhood bar we'd all hit up. Like fucking clockwork. Fucking clockwork, man. And no one gave a shit. No one gave a shit. The rule was, as long as you got home and you didn't kill anybody, no problem. Nobody cared. Oh, you had half a sip of a beer too much. That's it. You're done. It was no fun. Just don't kill anybody. That was it. It was simple. That's it. Listen, and there was a general rule when I bartended. Make sure you had a backup to finish up your shift just in case. And you just give them half the tip cup. Hey, listen, I got this thing going on. Finish up for the last hour and a half. I'll split the tip cup and split the shift pay with you. We're good. All right, Claire, let's go to your apartment. Let's go. Fucking, that was it. Roll out before breakfast. No one gave a fuck. No one Googled you.
Oh man. Fuck. All right, I'll do my 2 songs so we can wrap this up and get into our main topics. So my first song, Todd, you're only gonna know this because you just sent it to me the other day, but 12:30 by Alec Dean, that kid that your cousin knows.
Yeah, he's fucking good, man. I'm gonna message him tomorrow and ask him if he wants to either come on the show next week or if we can just use a couple of his songs.
Yeah, man, he's good. I like that song. It's kind of like a nice little feel-good summer little girlfriend kind of song.
Right.
Good little hip hop deal, little hip hop thing.
Little windows all the way down.
Oh, and sunroof open.
Yeah.
While you're getting roadhead.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have the sunroof open so you can stick your fist out the window like every '80s movie ended. Just when you fit.
That was another thing too. Just find the fucking corner in the parking lot where nobody fucking parks and do what you gotta do. Who cares that it's in a wall-bound shopping center? Just don't park in front of the fucking entrance.
Yeah,
I got
that on the side of a bar in South City last year. It was fantastic.
We used to have this bar
last
we used
week?
to go to.
No, last year.
Oh, I think you said last week. I was like, good for you.
We used to have this bar where we used to go hang out, and there was like a fucking wall bounds, and you went right behind the wall bounds, and there was these like 9 parking spots, and nobody cared. Nobody cared. And then you went back in and you fucking kept drinking and watched the bands play and shit.
Yeah, you just said, good for that guy. Then if you saw him later, maybe buy him a beer. For like, hey, buddy, I saw you have a good time over there, buddy.
Oh, you work at Roosevelt Field Mall? Well, shit, now I can't go there anymore. Fuck.
All right. And then my second song is, 'cause I've been hopping on the elliptical a little bit, trying to be healthy and not get super sick again. Eminem's "Till I Collapse." It's a good go-to, go-to song when you're,
Until you collapse,
rocking out in the gym. Yeah, literally.
Until you
I literally collapse. Yeah, there's not too much Eminem I like anymore, especially newer stuff. But go back a few years, you can find some good bangers to get you all pissed off and angry about your mom that took care of you and shit. I don't know.
My mom's a saint.
Yeah.
My mom's a saint.
Yeah, same here. That's why I hated listening to like cleaning out my closet when I was like 9. I'm like, what am I upset about?
Yeah.
clean out my closet, but why, Em?
What, all those nice clothes your mother bought for you?
Whenever I would do something wrong, my mom always had the "not my JC." That's right.
Oh, jeez, not my kid.
You know, Mrs. Diviselli, your son told The Rock he was going to shoot him in the head and called him a fucking piece of shit. Not my JCD.
No, somebody hacked his Twitter.
Someone hacked the Twitter.
Not my Jesus Christ.
That's right. Right. I used to tell people all the time. That's why those are my initials.
Oh, jeez.
I wanted to have my son have a middle name something with an O, so his initials would be GOD.
Oh.
Yep.
That'd be good.
Dude, I fought it till the minute we were filling out that birth certificate. No, let it be Oscar. Come on, nothing screams Italian like Gianluca Oscar Diviselli. Come on.
Oh, that's a boxer, dude.
Yeah, right.
That's a boxer from like the gutter of New York's gyms. That's what that is, dude. Oh, you messed up, bro.
Dude, it wasn't me. Trust me.
Oh man, that's good stuff. Hey, all right, good songs of the week.
Yeah, that was songs of the week. And make sure you go download or listen to our playlist exclusively on Spotify at Offended Presents Songs of the Week. Which, Jim, I need your songs from last week.
Oh, okay, I'll send them.
Okay, cool. You were doing good there for a minute. You were sending like right away.
Yeah, no, I forgot to last week.
Yeah, I know. You fucked up.
Yeah.
I was so ready to go see it with you too, and it's just like, nope, not going anymore. Pooping too much.
Yeah, that was rough, man. It was a rough day yesterday. Haven't seen it. John, you like it?
Yeah. It's just it's I do, but it's hard for me to. It's been on a little on like HBO and whatever lately, and it's really hard for me to watch at home. But yeah, I kind of want to sneak out and see the second one.
Yeah, definitely.
My niece is 9. Apparently, she's dressing up as Pennywise for Halloween. I'm like, you're 9.
That's awesome. People are probably going to kick her out of the neighborhood.
Yep. Well, my brother-in-law is literally pretty much Tony Soprano, so I don't think it's going to happen as far as like the way he looks and. My big mook brother-in-law, hey, what's going on? Don't touch my daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie's being Zoya, and I'm being Mark Maron from Glow.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So I just get to walk around with a cigarette, and I just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of my way, fucking idiot.
You got to tell people your hair's brown, like shit.
Well, I think you look fucking stupid, but that, that's just my opinion. Whatever, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Just move.
Yep. I'm fucking stoked to be fucking Thanos, man.
Are you?
Oh, Jim, yeah, you don't know.
No, I don't.
My kid at his school, they have this thing called Trunk or Treat, right?
Yeah.
I don't, where you like you could decorate your car, you have a theme, and it's in the school park. Yeah, okay. Well, we're doing Endgame. My son wants to do the Endgame theme.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he's gonna be Iron Man. I got him the Stark Gauntlet, so he's gonna have that. I'm gonna be Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet that I got him for his birthday. And, we're going to have, like, all different, like, he's got, like, all the Avengers figures. So we're going to have, like, that shit laid out. We're going to have, like, Jolly Ranchers as the candy we're giving away in each color of the Infinity Stones.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was telling Todd today, I'm trying to find a way to incorporate Korg. And then I got to try to find a way to incorporate New Master 6'9". It's gonna be fucking badass.
Instead of New Master 6'9", you go with Meek. Meek's a good guy,
Oh, yeah.
Meek's dead. Yeah, stepped on him during the battle.
Meek, you're alive.
Oh, Meek, you're alive. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you this, Jim. Katie, when we were coming up with names for the dogs, Katie said, "How about we can name him Doug and New Doug?"
That'd actually be pretty fucking funny.
Fucking great.
New Doug.
But I was like, but they're both New Dougs. We call them Doug, New Doug number 1 and New Doug number 2.
Oh, man.
All right, well, anyway, first topic of the day. Antonio Brown. Okay, at first I was like...
We're on to Miami.
What?
We're on to Miami.
We're on to Miami.
Yeah, that was Belichick's statement today. We're on to Miami.
Oh, that was his statement today?
Belichick got a press conference, and they asked him about it. He's like, yeah, we're on to Miami.
Yeah, I mean, they interviewed Tom Brady about it, too, and it's like, what do you expect these guys to say?
Well, apparently...
I think it's a cash grab.
Oh, but possibly. Apparently,
someone brought up a good point. Why didn't she file a criminal suit? Why is she only filing a civil suit?
Yeah.
That's all she's filing. That's a cash grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, some chick.
And she met him at a Bible study.
Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. We obviously don't know, but it's like she probably realized the height of the popularity this guy's been reaching all over the media.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you somewhat hate to say that sometimes, but it's like...
That's what's going to do him in. He's been such a fucking hot-button topic that he's going to end up getting suspended while this investigation goes on. Not because he needs to, but because of all the shit. Like, this is just like, okay, we're getting to a point. Fuck it, this is the last thing. That's it.
Right.
You need to be punished.
Right.
That's it. He never wanted to be in Oakland. He wanted to go to New England. Pittsburgh said there's no way in hell we're trading him to New England. They send him to Oakland, and then apparently somebody from his camp ran into somebody who knows somebody who slept with somebody who's a cousin in the New England camp, and it was like, well, if Antonio ever got free, we'd be interested in signing him. Hey, Antonio, here's what you got to do. You got to fucking start pissing everybody off so they release you because New England will sign you. Oh, shit, boy. Let's go. And boom, done.
Dude, I think that's totally what happened. I think he totally did this all on purpose just to get signed by New England. I totally think that was the game plan.
Oh,
Guy's
definitely.
32 years old. He wants a ring at this point.
Well,
you're going to go sit in Oakland for 3 years? Fuck out of here.
Well, what's funny to me is, before this all happened, Antonio Brown never did shit like this.
No, you never heard of this.
Right, so it's...
Oh, he didn't get along with Ben. Okay, what's the fucking big deal with that? Yeah,
it's all...
It's such a non-story.
Right.
And it's such... Whatever, let it play out. Whenever he does take the field for New England, they're just gonna be fucking juggernauts and fucking ass rape the entire league.
He fucking played the NFL and he played Oakland, basically. And he played Pittsburgh. He figured out a way to get to New England.
It's unfortunate. He probably knew where he wanted to go, and the problem is Pittsburgh said, no, we're not doing it. And the fucked up part is you see reports saying the Pats offered a number 1 for him. It's not like the Pats offered him garbage. They offered him a 1. You just didn't want to trade him in your conference. It was on. This all falls on Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, what an opening NFL week for Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yep.
Big Ben got destroyed. They played
Yep.
the Patriots, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got whooped.
Yeah. Fucking Tom Brady. Dude, there was a video that Barstool posted that was, I think it was right before the game started. It was like after their warm-ups, and Brady is like fucking getting the crowd fired up. I'm like, this dude's getting another Super Bowl this year.
Fucking go, yeah.
I'm like,
he's eating it up, man. He's starting to kind of. I feel like people are going to start commenting on him being like cocky and stuff, and it's like,
dude,
yeah,
it's Brady.
I don't really care about football all that much. It's not really my biggest sport, but like I know enough, and it's like I know Tom Brady his whole career has never been like a show off, a showboater,
You know what it is
nothing
with Brady
like that,
now?
man.
No.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know what it is with Brady now? So many people have said he's too old, it's over, and he's fucking pissed. He doesn't look at it that he's 42 years old and been playing for 18 years. He looks
Right.
at it as,
Crazy.
I'm the fucking man, and that's it.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to with Brady.
People
to be
still
perfectly
don't
fucking
look at
honest.
him as like the Michael Jordan of football, which is crazy to me because it's like the dude. How many Super Bowls does this guy have to win to be like?
I know. And everybody sits there and says, oh, well, Montana and Bradshaw and this and that. Okay, you know what? Those guys had great fucking teams. And, yes, these last couple of years with the Pats have been great teams. Those first couple of years weren't exactly fucking off, juggernaut teams. They were more like the 96 Yankee type team.
Right.
Where it was just a bunch of guys who did what they had to do. Now, you're going to sit
maybe
there and
steal
throw
a little footage or something,
Yeah, whatever. What you call it? Fuck, I lost my train. Fuck you, Jim.
Yeah, because you know it's true.
Oh, no, you know what it is? Okay. You want to talk about Montana? Tell me what Jerry Rice would have been worth with real NFL free agency. Tell me what Roger Craig would have been worth. Could San Francisco have afforded to keep those teams together that made Montana so fucking great? Tell me
Right.
that. Brady has done it with a revolving door of fucking talent around
Yep.
them. So get the fuck out of here.
Well, I look at it this way in terms of like people compare Brady to like Montana or something like that, and it's like people comparing like Sidney Crosby to Gretzky, and it's like, dude, if Crosby, Vladimir Tarasenko, Alexander Ovechkin, if any of these hockey players played in the early 90s or 80s, like they would have
They'd
been
be
fucking
done.
dominant. Like they would have scored way more goals than Gretzky because the game
Crosby-
evolved and got harder. So
Crosby
to me,
would
it's
have
like,
also been, yeah, but you know what though? Crosby would have also fucking retired at age 25 if he played when Gretzky and all those guys fucking played.
Talking about toughness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too. But it's tough though because you had the enforcers back then. Like Gretzky's nobody without. That's why when he got traded to LA,
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, if you're trading me, you're bringing my enforcer. Because
Yeah, but
I'm
here's
not
the
fucking-
thing though. Not only did he have his enforcer, but other guys had their enforcers. Okay.
Right.
Bob Probert would send Sidney Crosby into fucking early retirement.
My dad loves Bob Probert with a passion.
Dude, I was a Ty Domi guy. Fuck Bob Probert.
fucking Ty
I like-
Domi. Remember when he squirted the fan with the water bottle and the fan jumped in the
Yep.
fucing penalty box?
Yeah,
fucking great.
remember,
But
and then
to-
you got that football player got a little bit of beer sprinkled on him, so he's throwing a big hissy fit.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing I was
shut
saying
up.
about
I played a game in Cleveland and I bragged to the crowd and they threw a little beer on me. They're all racist and everything. Wah, wah.
Yeah, calm down, buddy.
No,
Calm down.
know what you're fucking doing, asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
right, you're gonna
God.
talk shit and expect like the fans to just be like, "Oh yeah, you're
Yay,
fine, you're fine."
good for you.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
talk shit to us. We'll be fine. We're not gonna do
Yeah.
anything. Like, get the fuck out
Yeah.
of here. But the
In
thing,
Cleveland, of all fucking
right,
places.
right, they got fucking
You think
Baker
the Miz
Mayfield
is
as a
gonna stand for
quarterback.
that shit?
Like Mayfield's probably like, "Go throw beer, let's go." Like,
Yeah, Baker.
They should have thrown beer on Baker. I got him on both my fantasy teams, and that guy just let me down.
Yeah.
no, if they throw a beer at Baker, he'll just like catch him in his mouth and fucking start chugging
Exactly.
him
You know
Yeah.
why I picked Baker on my fantasy?
because he was on
Because
Stone
the week
Cold
before-
show.
Oh.
Yep, because the weekend before my 2 drafts, he was on Stone Cold's podcast. I
Nice.
said, you know what, man? Maybe Stone Cold put a little kick to his ass, and maybe he'll come
Yeah.
out firing.
But-
Nope, sure as hell did not.
So the thing is, why I was bringing up the NHL players though, is because I'm like, if Brady played where Montana played, Could you imagine how many Super Bowl rings that Brady would have? He would have more than 6.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Brady would have
It wouldn't even be fair.
Brady would have murdered Montana's NFL.
And for people to say, like, Brady isn't one of the greatest of all time, I think it's just like, I was
You're
just laugh
stupid.
at it. It's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's
like,
just stupidity. It's
Yeah.
just, I'm sorry, but it's just fucking stupidity.
it's stupidity, or you just really hate him. Like,
Yeah. Whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about Brady, and I guess we can. Whoa,
Sorry.
what? Whoa!
Somebody's ringing.
Shut that dog up!
Somebody's ringing my doorbell, so my dog just went nuts.
Who the fuck's visiting you?
I'm deaf.
Dude, what if it was me knocking on the door and I'm just like walking in?
I brought the studio to you.
More importantly, it's me and my son.
I've offered to do that a few times.
If it's you and your son, I'm sicking my dog on you.
Yeah, you come in my house, I'm sicking Katie on you. She's fucking crazy.
That's right. I'll just kick her down.
So,
But yeah. Antonio Brown, just like, at first I was like, this dude's losing his mind, and then just kind of hit me. I'm like, oh, he's not losing his mind at all. He's playing the fucking system.
yeah,
taking
I kept
a
saying
fucking
that all night Saturday,
Yeah.
all night Friday, and all night Saturday. If you look at my tweets, he's playing you all for fools.
Yep.
Yep.
And it worked.
Yeah, it's just weird 'cause it's like almost like I don't know what other way he could have went about it to get released. Because it's just like, he's complaining about the helmet.
He would have had to like kick Gruden in the balls.
Yeah, it's like he was complaining about the helmet and stuff, and back then I was like, man, what the hell? What's this guy's deal?
Man,
and
I don't know what you're gonna do, man. I don't know what you're gonna do. Why can't you just play with Derek Carr? Derek Carr's a great quarterback. Oh, he Rochambeau'd me. I've been on an impersonation kick. Like even yesterday during my show with Tope, somehow I ended up doing Vince McMahon in a room with The Rock and Shawn Michaels trying to lay out a match between the two of them. Listen, here's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it in Saudi Arabia. No, Vin Man, you gotta remember, the Heartbreak Kid lays down for nobody, and fuck your father. Well, listen here, Shawn Michaels. I spoke to my dad, and my dad said that The Rock should lay the smackdown on your ungrateful ass. Fuck you. I'm gonna fuck your daughter in NXT. Praise be to God.
Fuck you. That popped me.
That's such good shit.
Such good shit, pal.
I'm telling you, you guys would have loved 97 HBK.
Oh, that was my favorite. That's when he hooks me in as a fucking wrestling fan because of 97 HBK.
But even just the behind the scenes shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Brett. You're fucking sunny.
I know you've had some sunny days.
Yep. So. Yeah.
Yep. So moving on, we're gonna change the subject here. Let's get into. We are recording on September the 11th today, 18-year anniversary of 9/11. Never forget. JCD obviously is from the New York area, so I'm gonna let you kind of take away with this. Give us a little.
All right.
Tell us your story.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was a Tuesday. It was a beautiful day. I mean, for mid-September, it was a beautiful day, much like today was, ironically enough. I don't know about you guys, but
oh my god,
no,
it's
hot
hot
balls
as
here.
fucking
it was
balls
very,
here right
it
now.
was very familiar. And it was just a regular, normal day. I was working on a building with my brother-in-law on 14th Street and 10th Avenue, and just to put a little perspective, if it was a mile from where the World Trade was, I would say about a mile, give or take, a little more, a little less. Regular, normal day, and, we were downstairs, we were getting some tools, and one of the laborer guys comes, and he's like, oh, I need to get these binoculars because it looks like there's a fire up on top of the Trade Center. So my brother-in-law, who, of course, has to take things from 1 to 1,000, you don't need binoculars, hey. We'll go up on the scaffold 30 floors and we'll check it out. All right, Chris. Okay, whatever. Okay. So we do that and we're looking. We're like, wow, yeah, it really hit. And, one thing, you got to remember is there was no fucking instant information. I mean, you know, it's 18 years ago, and yeah, that's not a long time, but technology-wise, it might as well have been the 1800s. You know, so, I'm not trying to be douchey or anything. I'm just saying, like, just to put really the way things happened in perspective.
You make a good point there. I saw something today, and it was a message from, you know, a wife to her husband, and it starts off like, it was like, "Hey Brian, this is whatever her name was," and I was like, that's kind of weird. Why would, like, she say her name? And I was like, well, not everybody had, you know, cell phones, or their cell phones didn't have service back then. I was like, holy shit! Like, so that kind of, you know, it makes sense what you're saying. How there wasn't instant. Cause I was like, why would she, like, text her husband and say, "Hey, this is, you know, my name," and say her name? I was like, oh shit! Not everybody had an iPhone that, you know, reached thousands of miles in the sky.
It's funny you say that, because everything that I watched today, like, of all, like, the stuff that, like, all the tributes and stuff, I was listening to, like, the audio of, like, the messages of, like, that were left, and all of them, just like you said, were like, "Hey, this is this. Hey, this is that. Hey, this is Jules. Hey, this is Brian." Like, whatever. And it's like, Jim, they're totally right, because it's like, well, yeah, because you would never know who it was. I mean, they would know who it was after a certain point. You know, that's the thing that, you know, when people tell their stories, kind of gets lost in the shuffle of everything, is like, you forget, you know, what was available in 2001. Right. So we're up on the scaffold, and, you know, we see it, and we're like, oh, okay. And we had this little transistor radio that we'd listen to, you know, music, whatever, and, you know, whatever station it had, of course, they cut in. They said, oh, you know, a plane, you know, it looks like it hit the Trade Center. We think it might have been a passenger plane. Okay. We're watching, and next thing you know, we see the second plane hit. I was like, holy shit, I'll bet you that was like a rescue copter, or like something that's evaluating the damage, whatever. Holy shit. Again, you don't have the instant info that you have. Mm-hmm. So my brother-in-law, you know, instinctively was like, let's get down. So we get down, whatever, does like 90 on the fucking scaffold going all the way down the building. That's another fucking story for another day. All on the scaffold? Like, fucking, he's got that button fucking pushed almost through the fucking machine. Yeah. So he's like, let's get out of here. So we get down, and we're like, shit, what the fuck happened? And some girl had her Walkman on, and she was like, they're saying it was a terrorist attack. We're like, holy fuck. So I left my car there. We got on the train, and we were able to get to Times Square, which, just to give you perspective, we got to 42nd and 8th. So we got distance, but we didn't get too far. They were like, we're suspending train service. So we got out. We get out. What do we see on the fucking board? Both buildings fucking collapsed. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, wait. So we decided to walk to my dad's funeral home, which was like the closest possible point we were getting to, with like no car, no transportation. So we had to walk over the 59th Street Bridge. My girlfriend at the time calls me up, and she's like, where are you? I said, oh, I'm walking over the bridge. I'm walking to Queens Boulevard. What are you doing on the bridge? They're saying there's a bomb on the bridge. I'm like, well, I'm literally like in the fucking halfway point of the bridge. I'm like, there's nothing I can do at this point. I don't mean to laugh. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. That's what I do when I get nervous, or I'm just like, holy shit,
no, it's fine. Laughing. It's fine. I'm like, well, there's nothing I can do. I'm like, let me go. If I blow up, I love you. If not, I'll call you when I get off the bridge. You know, because you're literally at that point. There's nothing, like, there was none like, shit, guys, we need to get off this. They're saying there might be a bomb. Like, there was no way. Like, if the bridge is like a mile long, we were literally at like the half-mile point.
Right. Well, it's like, what are you going to do? Jump off? You know, it's like, what are your options?
Exactly. So, obviously, there was no bomb on the bridge. We get to Queens Boulevard. Luckily, my sister was able to pick us up. We get home, everything happens. I had a friend that I couldn't get a hold of for 3 days, and he worked down there. So, of course, everything's going through my fucking head. Turned out he was on vacation. Wow. You know, yeah. You know, he AOL IMs me one day out of nowhere. He's like, hey, John, what's up? I'm like, oh, my God. I'm like, thank fucking God. Like,
hey, no, buddy, not easy. What's up? Are you okay?
Yeah. But even more so, 2 days later, me, my brother-in-law, and the company we worked for, we went down there. to like just like clean up. And dude, it was fucking like there's never gonna be any words I could use to explain it.
Right.
You know, like there's no way I could tell this story and make you guys like really, you know, understand like what it was like. Like I went to the park by my house and you saw smoke. That's how close I was to New York City, you know. And then my dad was a funeral director. He had a kid who was on his second day on the job as an electrician. He had his funeral like that Saturday. And then like 2 months later, he finally got remains of a fireman, had his funeral, you know, on the same day that a plane crashes in Rockaway. Everybody's, of course, on fucking edge. So everybody starts fucking panicking, you know, like, oh my God, did something happen again? You know, I mean, and for months, I remember going down to the health department or the fucking medical examiner's office with my dad. And he would pick up a little vial of fragments. Oh, well, this has been identified as, you know, Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so. And it's like, fuck, man. Like, that's just, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
just,
did that go on for a while? Like, I mean,
yes.
I would assume, like, of finding new remains
yes.
of, like, you know.
Yes.
Okay,
yes, it went well into 2002.
Okay, that's what I thought. It was like
and maybe even into 2003, to be honest with you. You know,
it's crazy.
It was just crazy. And I mean, you know, you had all the tragedy and, you know, but you know what? You know, as much as New York rebuilt, we got up, we dusted ourselves off, you know, you know, we basically said, fuck you to everybody else. And, you know, all that shit. And it was just amazing, you know, to see everybody come together, you know, but there's one thing that, you know, still to this day and for years to come will haunt us, and that's the fact that out of the ashes of 9/11 came the tragedy and the black cloud that is Pete Davidson.
Jesus Christ, I thought you were going to be serious for a second.
I
was like expecting you to be like really serious. I'm like, oh fuck, like where's he going with this? And
I was waiting for a Pete Davidson comment at some point during your story.
That may have been the most serious I think we've ever gotten on the show, honestly.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you know, as much as I joke around, I mean, like, listen, guys, I'm telling you, and Jim, I'll send you the picture later. It's a picture of me, my brother-in-law, and this guy on the scaffold with the first tower in flames behind us.
How old were you when this happened?
24.
Well, okay.
24. Yeah. And, you know, again, but we didn't have the information to know what was going on. Like I said, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but you got to remember where we were as far as technology goes. There was none of this like, oh, shit, I just got this alert on my phone. Fuck, this is what's going on. You know, like, you know, it wasn't happening then.
Right. To you were just like, oh, man, maybe, you know, something happened there. Maybe something happened in the top floor.
Yeah, it's an event. Something's happening. You know, hey, let's be idiots.
You weren't thinking, you know, terrorist attack or anything.
No.
You know, I wasn't. And I can't even, like you were saying, like, there's no word you could say or make us feel, like, the only thing, I feel like I would have just been, like, terrified.
Right.
Like, terrifying is a word that comes to me. Like, I can't imagine being down there looking at all that stuff.
Obviously, my accident, I thought I was going to die, but I really thought, like, on the bridge, I'm like, you know, what if this thing does fucking blow up? I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I'm just literally walking.
Right.
Yeah.
Jim, do you remember where you were?
Yeah, so I was in 4th grade, so I would have been 10.
Yeah, because I was in 6th grade. I was in 6th grade when it happened. I was 10.
You would have been in 5th grade.
No, I was 10 when it happened. You're younger than me. Because 2001. Because I turned 11 in 2001.
But I was you're only a grade above me, so if I was in 4th grade, you were in 5th grade.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So you were 9.
Yeah.
You were 9.
So, yeah, I was 9. I didn't turn 10 yet. But anyway, I had a teacher.
We don't math very well on this show.
No. My 4th grade teacher came in the room.
You. I'm just going to have my son give you a math test and really fuck you guys up.
Hey, dude, I'm bad. I'm bad with numbers. I'm good with equations. That's why I went to college for equations.
I'm good with years just because I was born in 1990. It's so easy to like remember how old
true.
I was then.
But anyway,
growing up. And he's oh shit, guys! I gotta run. My kid's sick. I just got a text from my wife.
all
right.
Bummer.
All
right.
Yeah, he's got a fever. He's throwing up, but I was actually at physical therapy and just waited in my car to talk to you guys. But I gotta head home. My kid's got a little bit of a fever and he's throwing up, so I'm gonna head off for now. Can we not wait like 9 months to fucking do this again?
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Hey, can you give us where can we find you on Twitter now? Because since you changed your fucking name again.
I don't even know. Hang on, let me check. I don't even know what my fucking Twitter is. Chris asked me that yesterday too. Okay, it's at CDIMI1219. I don't even know how I fucking ended up with that handle, but whatever. That's where it is. But again, like I said, guys, as much as the Pete Davidson joke you knew was coming, but it's literally, like I said, it's the type of thing. Picture the joy that I know you guys have about the Blues winning the cup, and do a 180 with that, and then times it by 1,000, and that's what those days were. To be dead honest with you, you went out somewhere, people didn't talk to each other. Everything was kind of like,
it's grim.
Everyone just kind of, grim and kept to themselves. Listen, New York, you could go somewhere and, you're online at the butcher and, hey, how's your day going? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever, blah, blah. Yeah, none of that. None of it, man. It was rough, man. But Jim, I'll send you that picture.
Cool.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, JCD.
Let's not wait 9 months to do this again.
Yeah, we're definitely not waiting. Has it been that long for real?
It was April.
Yeah, it's been a while. Maybe we'll
did
get
the Avengers
you on.
show.
Yeah, maybe we'll get you on after maybe a month of AEW gets through and maybe see your
let's
inputs.
do some AEW versus NXT.
Yeah,
definitely. Because AEW's already better. It's fine.
Oh, whatever. Fuck you. I played with your emotions, though, didn't I? Like a puppet master. At the end, I had you with that Pete Davidson thing.
I thought you were going somewhere serious, man. Like, fuck.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along, Austin. You all fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker.
I'll talk to you later. Oh, son of a bitch.
All right.
Later, bye.
We'll catch you later.
See you, JCD. So, So, all right, let's go back into like what we were discussing. But so you remember where you were?
Yeah, I was in 4th grade, and the teacher came in like crying, and I was just like, "What in the hell is wrong with her?" And then she like said, the Twin Towers got hit, and I honestly had no idea what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I never a lot of kids in my class, like we literally had no idea what the Twin Towers were. We never really learned about them. Like, I mean, they were, what were they? It's like business buildings, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or something like that. So I guess, like, other than the fact they were the tallest buildings, I think, in the world, there wasn't, I guess, much of a historical fact to it to, like, where you would learn it. So I had no idea what she was talking about. So I honestly, like, that's the only thing I remember. But then I just remember, like, watching on the news. And I just remember being, like, terrified because I was like, is this going to happen here? Like, like, sitting in here about, like, the terrorists, Osama bin Laden, and I was like, I didn't know what it was, and then watching the news. I remember being, like, 9 years old, and I'd be, like, going to bed, and I was like, man, are these, like, Taliban people just going to, like, be running the streets?
I remember, yeah. Dude, I had the same thing. I had hockey practice that night, and I remember, like, coming home and, like, petrified to come home. And I was also scared because I knew that my uncle had left for work that morning, and he took a flight to Chicago. And so I was like scared shitless, and like he finally, this was before like cell phones and everything, so like he finally got to a payphone. He was like, "Hey, I'm fine. Like I'm gonna drive home tonight. Rented a car." Like, holy fuck! Like just as like a little kid, I'm just like freaking out, but like it's crazy. But like I had the same thought because I'm like I remember going downstairs. Like I would always go downstairs and like play in the basement with like my action figures and watch wrestling. And I remember like being down there playing with my action figures and just getting freaked out and like running upstairs. So I'm like, are they down here? Like kind of like the boogeyman, like almost in a way.
Yeah,
like something like that.
Yeah, dude, that's how I was, man. I was like, and I didn't know anything about it. Like, there was a couple older kids in my neighborhood, and we were like playing outside, and this one kid's like, yeah, you know, people are saying like I ran. And I was like, no, I would have ran too. They're like, no, that's a country with like terrorists and stuff. And I was like, oh, there's so much to this that I have like no idea about. I mean, I was just like so naive to the whole situation. Obviously, as the years gone on, we've learned a lot more about it and figured out what it was. But like at that moment, I was just like, I don't know what is going on. Like, I have no idea what these buildings are or what any of this means. But come to find out, it's, you know, probably the most horrific thing that's happened in this country. Well, there's other bad things that have happened, but like terrorist attack wise, I mean, like that was.
Well,
I don't know.
It's funny that you said it like that because it was like I was watching some like YouTube videos on it today, and I was looking for. There was a few years ago I found this one. It was like it showed as it happened, like on all different like TV networks. So I'm like, it's kind of, I don't want to say cool because it's not cool, but it's just like it's interesting to get it from all these like different perspectives on how everybody took it and everything.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it. I was like, oh, I'm going to find that and watch it today since we're going to talk about it. I couldn't find it for some reason, so I guess YouTube took it off. What a surprise. But fucking, as I was watching like other videos, it immediately would go to the Las Vegas shooting. And I'm just like, I guess that's the second like biggest like tragedy in American history, like at this point. Like,
yeah, I guess, but
it's like, I mean, like in modern American history.
Yeah, pretty much. What do they call it when basically there's like a terrorist attack of your own, like in your country?
Right.
It's not like I forget what there's some kind of name for it. That's pretty much what the Vegas shooting. Well, domestic terrorism. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but. Yeah, man, I don't know. That was just crazy. It's crazy to think that was like 18 years ago. I was like, there was something on the news today. I was like, I was sitting there with my nephew, and, you know, he's just playing around. I was like, man, this dude doesn't even have an idea like this happened.
Right.
Or why we've been in a war for like 15 years.
My little brothers are in high school right now on my dad's side. Like, they weren't born yet. They were born in 2003. Like, they have no idea. And then I look at my little cousins, Tia and Ella, and my little brother Keaton. Like, they have no idea. I mean, they probably know now, but it's like, they had no idea. Like, what happened. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, which is almost a good thing, I want to say, because I remember, like, obviously I was 9, 10 years old. I wouldn't say I was too young to be racist, because you can be, but I remember I'd see, like, you know, or you'd see, like, a Muslim or somebody, you know, with the what's the thing they wear on their head, the turban and stuff, or anything like that, and they'd be in America, and like I would kind of be like, oh, that looks like one of those people, but like, you know, my parents were smart enough to, you know, raise me to not, you know, think like that. But
and my uncle's like tan, so he was like, he traveled a lot, so it's like, when he would get dirty looks all the time, like when he would travel after that.
Yeah, it was weird because I, you know, kind of would look at, I guess, people of that color like differently for a little bit when I was younger. It wasn't like I was like, oh, I hate those people, but I was like, oh, they kind of, you know, it's like I was young and connecting dots in a sense. Not that they were you know, they weren't all, none of them were bad or anything, but I was saying, I mean, it's almost like good that, you know, kids that didn't grow up when that happened, because then you don't like they didn't even have to have a thought. They don't have to have a thought of like, oh, that person, like, oh, these terrorist people from that country plan this attack, not just. It's not the whole country of all these people. Like, you don't have that thought of, I guess, racism or whatever it is I'm trying to say. But I don't know. It's weird.
Here, it's to leave it with this. I saw something today and like to that point, like people that didn't grow up with this, I wish that they could, like, I wish that there was a way that we could time travel, not to September 11th, but to the day after. Because what I read today, what this guy said, Graham Allen. I don't know if it's been going viral. It's been going around.
And I saw it.
I really like what he said, and I wish like there was like a way that we could like take like everybody who wasn't around for 9/11, just put them in that day for like 10 hours. Or just go experience how we were as a country here. Because
honestly, I think we need to take a good percentage of people now who saw it then and put them back in that day.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
you know, like that whole day, there was no left, right, there was no red, blue, there was no black, brown, there was no gay, straight, all that stuff. It was like
heroes that day.
Yeah, there was no uniformed civilian. It was, you know, it was literally like there was a person of probably each, label that was involved in that day, that a life was lost, and nobody that wasn't brought up at all. And now it's almost like, you hate to say it, but like if that were to happen now, like you'd almost have, the CNN wanting to blame Fox, and you'd have Fox News trying to blame stuff instead of realizing the point of what happened today.
And social media wasn't around then, so that helped not being around. Like,
yeah.
What Graham Allen said, it was the best way that we could ever honor those lost on 9/11 is to live each day like September 12th. There is no race, gender, or political side. In the end, the only thing that matters is each other. Americans first and Americans forever. Like, that is so well said. Like, it's so true, too.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
Oh, it's very true.
We put each other... Like, we're selfish and we put other things first now instead of, like, everybody else. Like, and, like... I mean, this topic can go on forever, and we won't do that because we got to get to our Clash of Champions predictions. But it's just like social media, to me, has ruined like our society completely.
Yeah, that and just the fact that there's just too many labels. Everything has to get labeled, and it's just like I said, put people back in that day where it's like you didn't care. You saw people in the streets of all different colors, genders, all the good stuff that were trying to help people get away from all the debris or giving them water or something like that, or helping fight. Like there's nothing. It sucks that something that bad happened to bring that out, but it's like, I think like everybody just needs to go back to that day and realize, it's like, fuck, we all have differences, but at some point we could all be attacked in this country, and you're gonna want that person that might think differently than you. You're going to hope that they help you out when you're trapped under a piece of debris, or if someone's shooting at you, you're going to hope that somebody's helping you, and it won't matter what color or whatever they are.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
like that should never matter. That should never matter. Like their sexuality, their race, their gender. That should never matter. Like let people be people. Let people be happy. If like a man wants to be gay, let him go marry another male. Like the female wants to go marry another female. It doesn't matter. If they want to change their gender, who gives a shit? Let them do what they want to do. Let them be happy. Like
there's more harmful things that can happen.
Right. And then you got our government that's going to shut down vaping because 6 people died, but then there's thousands of people that die from fucking gun violence daily, but there's nothing done about that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're worried about the health of the youth and stuff. It's like, well, if you're worried about it, you should be worried about the people that get diagnosed with diseases that aren't their fault, and you're trying to put them in debt. Let's start caring about those people too.
6 people have died from vaping, but how many children have died from like a shooting in like a school or a movie theater? And they can't go but we're gonna care
cancer
more
when their
about
parents can't afford to pay all the medical bills and stuff and shit like that.
But we're gonna shut down the vaping, which is like, yeah, sure, maybe that's great, but if you think for 1 second that big tobacco companies had no say in this, you're out of your fucking mind, and you have no idea what's really going on in this world.
Yeah.
Anyway,
100%
enough
right.
serious talk on Offended here. Real quick, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, Mr. Kyle Forche. And you know what? You know what would be really good? If I unmuted the other side of this. Okay, here he is, Mr. Kyle Forche.
What's up, everybody? Kyle Fauché here to tell you about my brand new podcast, the Going Off Topic podcast, brought to you by the Anything But Credible Network. On Going Off Topic, I look at all forms of media, from different real and theoretical angles that you don't usually hear about. From movies, to TV, to music, to sports, to gaming, to anything really. You never know what the topic will be, but you're guaranteed a new angle and a different conversation about it, that's for sure. You can find Going Off Topic anywhere and everywhere that you get your podcasts. Check out our social media feeds on Facebook, Going Off Topic with Kyle Fauché, on Twitter, going_off_topic, and don't forget about anythingbutcredible.com, where you can find everything for the pod, including the written blog post. That's right, we're carrying over the Going Off Topic blog to anythingbutcredible.com too. So check it all out there, and I'll catch you on the next topic.
All right, and hey, real quick before we get into our WWE Clash of Champions predictions, Hotbox Hockey, have you ever heard of it?
I have.
Yeah, Hotbox Hockey. Founded in Orange County, California, but based in St. Louis, Missouri, Hotbox Hockey is a lifestyle hockey brand infusing hockey and cannabis culture. They are the plugs for fucking hockey apparel, delivering threads to pylons, beauties, and rockets alike. They draw inspiration from degenerates, booze hounds, burnouts, skids, home dressers, and other various benders, while mixing some coastal vibes. So remember to stretch before and after you play, and as the old adage goes, puff, puck, pass. Hotbox Hockey, hotboxhockey.com or puffpuckpass.com. Hotbox Hockey, go check it out. I'm killing those ad reads.
Yeah, you did well this week. You don't have as bad as ass mouth.
Nah, dude. It's the White Claws.
Okay.
The way, just how mad you get about it is like it brings me joy.
Wilson goes, because I commented and I said, "When can we fight?" And he goes, "Oh, that was a quick response. I guess you've had your daily dose for the day, White Claw Gerber baby bitch boy." Like, shut up, Ryan. You're like 5 foot tall.
I'm sorry, that's just a great comeback though. White Claw Gerber baby bitch boy. That's great. Well, that was funny. That was actually, you have to give it to the little guy. That one was funny.
Nope.
Nope.
Well,
are you okay? I have a legit question for you.
What?
Hey, don't get a fucking attitude with me. I've offered you to like try a White Claw, right? I've offered it. You denied it. Are you afraid to drink it because you're afraid that you actually will like it, and then you have to conform?
No, I've gone over this where I'm like, it probably doesn't. It tastes good. I'm not gonna drink them like they're alcohol. Like, I feel like that's something I'd be like, oh man, I'm just a little dehydrated today. I guess I'll just have a little sparkling water with a dash of alcohol and feel like a fucking normie. It reminds me of like a V8. Like, they look like these V8s I used to drink.
They do look
just
like
like
V8s.
a little. Yeah, they're just, I don't know. Like, I mean, how do you, like, do you guys drink them with two hands, I assume? Because you guys are bitches.
You can't hold it, dude.
Or with a straw?
No, I mean, honestly,
like... you talking shit, bro? You talking shit while you throw your hands up with a White Claw in it? What, bro? Vladimir, I swear to God, you bark one more time on this podcast.
No,
this
but
is not
real,
about you. See, he hates White Claws, too. He's so frustrated hearing White Claws. He's just like, ah.
Those Trulies that were left at my house, I tried one. This is like before like the sensation. This is like I guess like the week that we like went off on like seltzer drinks or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, those suck. So I agreed with you. I tried the White Claws. I'm like, those are fucking good. God damn it! Like, that sucks. Like, if I don't like these, I do like these though. Now I feel like, fuck you, Jim. Just fucking try it. They're not bad. And even if you don't like it, then you don't like it.
Yeah, well, I'm just never going to drink one. I've made it this far.
Such a bitch.
Can I just tell you the funniest thing I came across on Facebook, though, real quick?
Yeah.
And actually, I tweeted about this, about John Mayer, a couple weeks ago, about how, John Mayer just sends them home wet. Well, it's a concert venue, and the sign says, "Caution, wet floors. John Mayer is back." Did you hear that at all, Todd?
I heard it.
Oh, okay. I just didn't hear you. I didn't know if maybe you were responding or just ignoring the fact that that's hilarious.
Gotta be honest, I thought there was another part of the joke.
No, that's caution, wet floors. John Mayer is back. I thought maybe you'd get that because you drink White Claw and you probably, like, I don't know, flick your bean to John Mayer. No? No response? Okay, I'll take it as a truth.
No. So
Vladimir.
the good boys and girls take the so-called right track, figure it right out. You're singing.
I wanna run through the halls in my high school. I love John Mayer.
Dude, you can't hate on John Mayer. He wore a blues jersey like his whole performance the other night.
Yeah,
so.
And he's just the man in general. The dude just makes great music, and
And he likes wrestling.
Yeah, he just likes everything. He's just a cool dude.
He was at fucking Double or Nothing. Like,
yeah, they try to make John Mayer a bad guy because he was sleeping with a bunch of women. He's just like, I'm just John. I'm supposed to play the guitar and hook up with girls. That's what I'm supposed to do. Back off.
They were trying to say he's misogynistic. You know what John Mayer did? John Mayer was just like, I just like having sex. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
And like,
oh,
everyone's like,
how come
wait,
how come
you're not
Taylor
gonna say
Swift
anything else?
wasn't called out?
You're not gonna say anything else? Not gonna say anything else? What the fuck, John Mayer? And then it's just like, John Mayer's just like, I'm making a new album. There's no gravity. Gravity!
Yeah. You know what? You know what? You guys make me so mad. I'm gonna run through the halls of my high school.
Stay the hell away from me. Just take me where the light is. And then Taylor Swift, like,
sleeps with 30 dudes, and it's all the men's fault.
right. Right, it's kind of like, hey guys, maybe it's not the guy's fault. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
How many different songs is she gonna make about these guys?
Right. I assume there's a song like, I think she's written a song for every guy.
Yeah, I believe it.
Which is like 42 tracks.
There's a rumor that the 1975 She's American's about Taylor Swift because Maddie and her used to date.
I bet it is.
And he was like, I'm going to fucking reverse it on you, Taylor.
Idiot.
But hey, and speaking of 1975, tour news and pre-order album news this Friday.
I know. I'm excited. Hopefully I'm able to go to the next tour.
Hopefully they come to St. Louis this time, so I don't have to like go anywhere else. Even though the Kansas City setup was fucking cool, I might do that again.
Yeah, if they come here, though, that would be awesome.
Well, if they go to Kansas City, you can come with us because we have a place to stay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yep. All right. Well, let's just get into it. Fucking WWE has a pay-per-view this weekend. I'm so excited. It's called Clash of Champions. Can't wait to watch it. It's gonna be great. Yeah. I'm so just like not into anything WWE at the moment. Like NXT is great, but Raw and SmackDown right now, man, this is why I kind of wish like JCD was still on because I would love to hear his take on this. But it's just like, fuck, man, I turned off.
That's probably
SmackDown.
why he ditched out early. He was afraid of all the
probably.
Yeah,
because he knows it's fucking. He knows it's fucking true. In the fucking group last night, I brought up the fact. I'm like, dude, how many fucking times are we gonna get like a nostalgia-filled show from WWE? Like the first couple times it happened, it was cool. Like it was like, oh, we haven't seen them in a while. We get it. This year alone, we've seen Austin twice or three times now. Fucking The Undertaker, how many times? Fucking Cena at WrestleMania. It's just like, how many more times is this gonna happen? Then John's like, we'll get ready for SmackDown and Fox debut. I'm like, fuck, that's true. They're probably gonna have like The Rock on it or something. And it's just gonna be like another thing of him just burying somebody, some up and coming talent. It's just like,
yeah, it's like Austin's probably the only one I can handle, and that's not even because I'm being biased, but because when he comes out, he just they bring these guys back, and they always give him these like crappy promos that sound nothing like anything they would say.
Right.
And Austin's the only one where like they give him a promo and then he just puts his Austin twist on it still, and it's like you can actually handle watching it. But then it's like you have Taker on last night, and it's like if Taker wasn't like really wrestling at all, like Stone Cold doesn't wrestle, okay, I can understand him coming on more and more doing like kind of pointless things like last night with Sami Zayn. But it's like, how do you not use last night's moment and do something with the Fiend?
Right. And he set it up. That promo set it up perfectly too. Of like, we're on to a new era and on to like blah blah blah. He's like on to new superstars. And it's like this is setting up Bray Wyatt perfectly. Sami Zayn then came out and it's just like, right when Sami's music hit, I was like, they're gonna fucking bury Sami Zayn. Like Taker's just gonna beat up Sami Zayn. Like, what the
Which
fuck?
just sucks because it's not Taker's fault, you know. At least in my opinion, I feel like, you know, Taker would definitely give the rub to somebody to, you know, to help the company out.
Honestly, man, like,
you really don't think he would?
Look at McIntyre since his match against Taker. Look at Wyatt after WrestleMania against Taker.
Yeah, but we know how just dumb Vince is.
I don't know, man. Like,
where it's
Taker
like,
has not had a good track record of like building other wrestlers like lately.
That's because Vince doesn't give him any help. He tells, I mean, look at the promos he gives him and stuff. Where it's like, it's just crappy. So, I mean, I do get what you're saying, but like, I feel, you know, I agree. Like, Taker shouldn't have definitely like McIntyre should have won. Wyatt should have won.
It's on Vince for sure. Like, like I'm not trying to take a dig against Taker. That may have came off like I'm taking a dig against Taker, but it's like, no, like it's like just every time they use Undertaker though, it's like somebody gets buried and it's just like, no pun intended, they get buried and it's just like, what's next then after that? Nothing.
Yeah, and I think Vince's idea is that like, well, hey, you know, you got chokeslammed by the Undertaker. That's, you know, that's an approval there, and it's like, no, man, like that's not how that works.
This
like,
it kind of goes back to like what CM Punk was pissed about. He's like, okay, then what? Like, yeah, they're here for now.
Exactly. They're
here for a month. They win, they beat me, then what?
Exactly. Now what? Yeah, you're right, though. It's like McIntyre, White, and stuff. But, I mean, it's like last night. Like, how do you not at least, like, have the lights go off? Even if the Fiend doesn't show up, just tease it. And I'm sure it's coming. I'm sure they'll do it. But it's like, why wouldn't you do it last night?
Or even on Monday night, like if if Bray Wyatt's going to do a backstage promo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not have Austin like tied up in a chair on that promo and him being like, "Well, see you later"? Like, it's shit that's so simple that they will not do. And
I was just talking to Bowman about this. I said it's not much. It's just little tweaks that need to be done that would just make everything better.
Yeah, and it's just like fucking. What Austin coming back out at the end of Raw did make me mad because I'm like, this makes no sense. Why is he coming back out? Why is he back out?
I think they sent him out because it was just like Raw wasn't that good, so they were like, I guess go ahead out there.
Well, I wonder why, because it's like, hey, WWE has become 2000 WCW, and they're going to be nostalgia-filled act and not build these new wrestlers. And then when they try to build the new wrestlers in terms of Braun Strowman, they fucking switch him heel and face like the fucking Big Show, and then they make him lose every fucking title match he ever gets.
Yeah, or like last night you have Heavy Machinery just go against some jobbers. Like, what? We just watched them wrestle. Like
we just watched them wrestle Daniel Bryan in the New Day. Like,
yeah, well, why are they wrestling jobbers? Like,
exactly.
What is this doing?
Exactly, the jobbers supposed to be before they wrestle like guys like Daniel Bryan in the New Day. Like, like Heavy Machine. Like, this is like that's what NXT's for. Let them wrestle a jobber on NXT when they first get there. There.
Well, dude, they did it with Braun like a month ago. Remember, all of a sudden, like Braun just like had a 5-minute match against some dude and just like squashed him. It was like, what?
It's like,
what the hell was the point of that?
It's like he's already established. Like,
yeah, he wrestled Brock Lesnar for Christ's sake, and Roman Reigns like 10 times.
Yeah,
like what's he like? We know he can beat up a jobber. What's the point of this?
It's stupid. And I'm just like, I'm legit at the point of just like, I just don't give a fuck about main roster WWE right now. Like, I can't tell you the last time I turned off SmackDown. Like, I know back in like December, I didn't watch Raw for like a good like solid like 3 weeks. But I watched SmackDown. I can't tell you the last time I legit was just like, I'm done. Like, I'm not sitting here watching this. I know exactly how it's gonna go.
Yep.
And on SmackDown, when they announced Shane was the replacement, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, and it's like, oh, Kevin Owens is going to screw him over, but what's the swerve? Oh, Kevin Owens doesn't really screw Shane over. He just looks like a little bitch and, like, fucking Shane's bitch. Instead of looking like Stone Cold saying, fuck the man, and, like they did this so ass backwards. It's very funny. He gets fired anyways, and Kevin Owens looks like a bigger bitch now.
Yeah, it's like Kevin Owens is a tough guy. He doesn't do that. He beats up guys like Shane McMahon. Well, and then it's like, and then Chad Gable wins, and that's supposed to put him over. But at the same time, the Shane thing overshadows Chad Gable's win to go on to the King of the Ring final. So it's like, what? You didn't even give Chad Gable a good rub by any means.
Right.
It was just dumb. It was really just, it's just stupid. And like you said, it was like, wasn't Owens fired like a month ago?
No, it's like he should have been fired the day, like, or the SmackDown after SummerSlam, just to jumpstart the story. And it should have just been, Owens should have just been coming back and like wreaking havoc on fucking Shane. That's all it should have been. This is for fucking professional wrestling. It is not easy to write or book, but yet WWE somehow manages to make it complicated and like extremely hard to like fucking write. I don't get it. I just don't fucking get it.
Yeah, it's sad to see.
And
it's like, why do you have a 10-man tag match Monday night with Rollins, Strowman, fucking Alexander, but then you add on the Viking experience or whatever the hell their name is?
That's the thing that also made me mad. It was like, we saw all of those guys already on Raw. Like, it's a fucking 3-hour show. You're telling me that you guys can't write a better show to utilize your whole roster more? Like, right. And I saw these douchebags on Twitter that were like, hey, yeah, I don't really care about these sick kids. I don't need to be reminded of it. Can we get something else? I'm like, that's what you're bitching about? Really? And not the fucking fact? Not the fucking fact that we've seen Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman fucking 5 times throughout the goddamn show? Right. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna, like, these kids actually get, like, a moment to, like, you know, like, live their life and, like, have a moment of their life that they, like, that they kind of fucking deserve here. Like, let them, like, I have no issue with that. Right. But what I do
that's
have
what
an issue
that's what
with,
you're upset about. You're not
Right.
upset about the fact that the product's being done poorly.
right? And the fact of like, hey, at fucking at the goddamn Clash of Champions pay-per-view, instead of having like a normal tag team like any other like tag team on Raw, since they have like 4 or 5 of them now, we're just gonna put together Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins against a random team of fucking Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, instead of using the OC or the War Raiders or like fucking anybody else that's on fucking Raw. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, the tag team gauntlet should have happened at Clash of Champions. Like, holy shit, this isn't hard to figure out.
And then what's even better is your King of the Ring match isn't even on the pay-per-view.
Right.
What? How do you? Why? Why is the finals of this tournament not on the pay-per-view?
It was originally on the pay-per-view. It was this week they changed it.
Yeah, it makes no sense. And honestly, if it would have been like Kevin Owens and Corbin in the finals and that's on the pay-per-view, that would have been a huge match to watch.
Yeah, and
instead
match,
you got Chad Gable and Corbin, and it's like nobody cares because Chad Gable. Nobody really cares because Chad Gable's been vaguely mentioned the last. I mean, he's had the matches obviously, but like,
you wanna know
nobody's
why?
really cared about him.
You know what? You want to know what bumped off the King of the Ring finals?
What?
Was Roman Reigns and Eric Rowan. That's the only match in the card that's not for a title. And here's another thing that's just too much in WWE right now. There's too many titles. If they're not going to fucking split up these brands, there's way too many titles right now. There's fucking, you're telling me out of the 11 matches, 10 of them are for some type of title? There's too many.
Yeah. And dude, half the time I can't remember who the champions are.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, the New Day are still tag champs. Who are they wrestling? Oh, I guess maybe the Revival. I don't know.
Revival, but they haven't been on fucking. But that's the thing. Instead of like just taking their match off and putting like the fucking like King of the Ring tournament on, because that would make sense. Because the fucking New Day haven't been on TV in a month because the fucking Orton and Revival like beat them up. Wait to have that match on like the following SmackDown. Let them like all return during the WWE Championship match. This like isn't hard booking. Like,
yeah, it's almost like Vince is like just keeps writing like rough drafts every week and like
it's all micromanaged.
Just keeps and it's like he's just digging himself a bigger hole every week
like
by trying to make extreme decisions. It's like, dude, it's so simple. Like, we're simple people.
But like this company, like they set themselves up for like something awesome, and then they just don't do it. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
you
texted me the other night when I was cooking food, and you're like, what the fuck is going on with this company? I'm like, what happened? Like, fuck it. Like,
yeah, it's I don't know. It's just so annoying. It's just so annoying because it's like they try so hard to, I guess, maybe be smarter than us, but in the way they act like they're trying to act like we're dumb. We're not.
But in reality, they act like they're smarter than us, but in reality, they're fucking 10 times dumber than us. Like, we're watching programming that's like for like little kids right now. Like,
yes,
that's how I feel. I'm like, I'm watching a fucking children's show because this doesn't make sense and it's dumb. Like,
yes, dude. Last night it was like you probably didn't see it, but Rowan and Reigns were like
I've
having like a brawl.
They
were like having like the brawl or whatever, and I was like, this is just so like PG done.
It's weird. It went on for too long, number one, and it was just like, all right, we get it. Like, you guys can't make up your mind on who you want to go over, obviously, but like, the Shane Gable thing was fucking stupid as fuck. Like,
oh my god, that was ridiculous.
The crowd was even like, what the fuck? And then Shane's just gonna beat up Kevin Owens, like, what the fuck?
Makes absolutely no sense. Makes absolutely no sense at all.
Dude,
it's so dumb. And like the Reigns thing, the dude, they're going with the storyline that Strowman, god damn it, Rowan tried to kill him. It's like, how come Reigns hasn't cut this like vicious promo on him?
Right.
Of like, instead of that little fight they had last time, that should have been an intense promo where Reigns gets fired up, calls out Rowan, and goes off on him, and then challenges him to like no DQ match or a fucking some kind of match, Falls Count Anywhere, whatever. But instead, they don't say anything, and then I guess Michael Cole or somebody else said it later on TV that it was going to be a no DQ match. It's like, why wouldn't you use that moment to have them cut a promo, have Reigns go off, and then announce that that's the match that they're going to have, and then get that pop from the crowd?
Right.
And why would you, instead of Michael Cole being like, and we just found out that this Sunday is going to be a no DQ match? It's like, oh, cool. It would have been cooler if, like, Reigns would have been pissed off and told him that he wants to, rip his head off in a, hardcore no DQ Falls Count Anywhere match.
Right.
That would have been awesome.
You have people that wonder why, like, we're excited for AEW to start up. Like,
yeah.
Like, when the Shane thing happened last night, I was like, AEW can't get here soon enough. Like, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yep.
Holy
Same.
shit.
So, I mean, dude, it's literally like the shit that fucking Moxley was talking about, where it's just like, it's so watered down kiddie crap that it's like, this is dumb. Like, why are we, what's the point of this? Like, where are we going with this?
And then people are like, oh, AEW only did 28,000, like, pay-per-view buys. I'm like, that's just TV. Like, if you're ordering through DirecTV, that's not counting Bleacher Report or fucking Fight TV. And then the overall number came out, and it was like 100 and something pay-per-view buys, which is really good. It was down from Double or Nothing, but it's still really good. But according to Meltzer, like, that's fucking distressful that it's down so much. Fuck you, Meltzer. By the way, fuck you, Meltzer. Like, you little pussy bitch. I don't know if I did this last week, but you little pussy bitch.
Dave Seltzer, little bitch.
Fucking blocking us when we don't even tweet to you. You little frayed little pussy bitch.
He's scum, bro.
He is scum.
And here's the thing, dude. Like, I don't give a shit about what AEW's numbers were on their pay-per-view buys or nothing. All I know is that it looks like better wrestling.
Yep. Fucking thank you. Fucking thank you.
I don't need numbers to tell me what's good and what's not.
Exactly. Like, that's the thing that gets lost on, like, all these fucking marks that are out there that are like, well, they only did this many buys, so WWE knows what they're doing. It's like, no, you piece of shit. That's about what quality is better, you dumb fuck. Like, let AEW do their own thing on television for a year, and I guarantee you their numbers, their ratings might blow away WWE. It very well might. Like,
right.
But, like, the thing is, we're fucking spoiled, and I can't believe so many people have, like, this goes out of their heads, and it just blows my mind. Even, like, people that I know that are, like, genuine wrestling fans, it's like, they talk about shit like that in the pay-per-view buys. I'm like, dude, we're fucking spoiled with the WWE Network being $10 a month. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, of course, every wrestling fan at first is going to be like, whoa, we have to pay for pay-per-view again? Yeah! Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
right. Yeah. It's like, it's not that hard.
No, it's not. All right, let's get into these Clash of Champions predictions, because I'm going to fucking go crazy here, because they piss me off so much. I haven't been angry with WWE in a long time. I'm fucking angry with WWE right now. Like, it's so fucking hard to watch. Like,
yeah, it's just, well, it's like, oh, all of a sudden the women's tag titles are relevant again. Like,
right?
Oh, okay.
Why weren't they before?
Yeah.
And it's just like SmackDown was the exact same show as Raw, basically.
Yep.
Undertaker did the same thing as Stone Cold. Like, it was the same fucking show.
Yep. But just, it's like, how do they not have ideas? I really don't get it.
Right, especially with the talent that's on the roster. Have you not come up with ideas yet? Like, this is one of the most talented rosters.
I'd rather there just be no writers. They just pick out wrestlers they want on the show and have those, like, a rivalry they want to have, and be like, why don't you two wrestlers just come up with your own rivalry? Because it's probably going to be 1,000 times better than anything they can write.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to get Sami Zayn back over again? Have him wrestle a couple matches against Kevin Owens. Like,
yeah, it's just, it's almost embarrassing to be a fan of WWE.
It is
sometimes, man.
There's
no way of defending it.
Like, I told Katie last night, I'm like, I turned off SmackDown. I'm like, what do you want to watch? And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I turned it off. Like, what do you want to watch? She's like, is it that bad right now? I'm like, yeah. No, like, it's that bad. It's like, it's just more than bad. It's irritating. Yeah. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, Clash of Champions this Sunday on the WWE Network. I'm going to fucking try and fly through this because it's so fucking stupid. Like, God, that's how mad I am at this. Like,
and I'm trying to win my title back, so.
Oh yeah, and congrats to brand new Offended Predictions champion Katie Naked Lady, winning the King of the Ring predictions tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, she won. What, do you have anything to say? You came in dead last with like 3 correct picks throughout the whole tournament.
Well, this whole tournament we know is just flawed. Kevin Owens should have been all the way through and won it all. We know that. So technically, it's like I'm still right.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So fuck this tournament. Fuck King of the Ring.
You know what does make me mad though?
What?
Where's Buddy Murphy been since then?
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's back to just being a secret again. Like, so dumb. He puts on fucking 3 weeks of great matches and then he's just gone. It's just like, what the fuck? What the flying fuck is going on with this company? Like,
oh no, Buddy Murphy's getting too hot. We got to pull him back.
Like, holy shit, man. He gets fucking over with the crowd too. The crowd was like all about him after that. And they're like, no, he's going to lose to Ali. It's like, no disrespect to Ali. Ali's a great wrestler, but Buddy Murphy should have won on in that match. He should have won over.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely should have. But
Buddy Murphy can beat Daniel Bryan, but he can't beat Ali. Let's really put that in perspective. Let's really, like, in storytelling wise, let's really put that in perspective. Daniel Bryan loses cleanly to Buddy Murphy, but Buddy Murphy can't beat Ali.
Right, and Buddy Murphy put on a phenomenal match with Roman Reigns where he almost beat him. So how does that even add up?
Right.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's like they're acting like we're dumb. It's like, no, we're smart.
So fucking dumb.
No. Jeez, what did WWE write season 8 of Game of Thrones?
It seems like it. Shit. They were like, oh, look how dumb Game of Thrones was. Like, we can go and like write something stupid and have people still watching.
That's the problem, dude. Vince doesn't care as long as it's still print money, which, I mean, it is, but I don't know. Kind of hoping AEW just takes over.
Dude, it might. It literally might. Like,
that
people
would go
don't give
down
them
as
enough
one
credit.
of the most
What were you gonna say?
historic thing. That would go down as like one of the most historic things in like entertainment and sports if AEW starts to take down WWE.
Dude, like, what people aren't giving AEW enough credit for is the fact of the merchandise that they're selling. Like, they're outselling WWE already. And, like,
it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
Like, shut up.
But what people are like, fucking, there's literally people out there like, no, there's no way they're outselling merchandise. It's like, yes, they are. Like, what are you talking about? They put out Hot Topic. Let's put it this way. To get most of your merchandise, you have to order it online, right? Hot Topic are like the only retail stores that sell like wrestling merchandise, and that's very aware to wrestling fans. Like, you can go into Hot Topic, you can buy a WWE t-shirt, you can buy a fucking AEW t-shirt, New Japan, like whatever. You can go into Hot Topic and buy it. Hot Topic was fucking number fucking like 3 or 4 last year in their highest sellers, while WWE didn't even crack the top 20. But no, AEW's not outselling them or anything like that. Then you go to the pop figures, right? The pop figures, where AEW are literally doing fucking Disney numbers for the fucking 5 that they had available to buy. They did Disney numbers. Disney. Let that sink in. They did fucking Disney numbers. WWE never came close to that. Fuck off with the fact that like AEW can't compete, because they already are competing. Like,
yeah, people are just, I don't know.
Dude, I'm fired up. I'm fired up. It fucking makes me mad.
Well, I don't blame you. People. Pisses me off too. It's just it's fucking frustrating.
Yep.
AEW's not treating us like dumb children, and WWE is, and it's, you know, I know WWE has their market of kids they got a market too, but I'm sure AEW does just as much, you know?
Yep.
There's kids watching it, and it's just like, no, let's be real. Kids know things nowadays. Kids aren't dumb. Kids, you know, they can handle a few. I'm not saying cuss words need to be added to WWE to make it cool, but you know, they can handle some.
Said bullshit last night.
Yeah, they can handle some reality and shit. It's not the end of the world.
Right.
Well, it's like there was that picture. I guess Bayley got rolled up and like you could see her like thong kind of, and WWE like got the picture removed from something weird, and it was like, really, you have every like majority of the roster of the women are like on Instagram posing like half naked with like thong bikinis on, like
right.
like, and you're upset about an accidental, like, her tights kind of fell down a bit and you can see her thong. Like, okay, like that's not the end of the world. It's not a big deal.
They're so completely out of touch. It's not even funny at this point. How much that like out of touch they are. That's how much out of touch that they are.
Yeah, I don't know. Something needs to happen.
Yep, I agree. All right. Well, anyway, Clash of Champions this Sunday. Let's go to the first match. I don't even fucking care. Triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Drew Gulak, Humberto Carrillo, I don't even know if I pronounced that right, and Lince Dorado.
I'm going to assume that Gulak wins.
Yeah, I got Drew Gulak as well. I just don't think he loses right away.
Yeah, I don't either. No way.
All right, cool. We got one out of the way. Let's go to the next 10. I'm just don't give a fuck right now. Women's Tag Team Championship: Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross versus Fire and Desire.
I'm gonna go with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Wow.
Just cause, I don't know, maybe shake it up a bit. I don't know. If they really want to try to build this women's tag team division, they need a tag team of heels. So why not have the heels win?
Right.
I don't know.
I'm going with Alexa and Nikki. I don't think they lose right away.
Yeah, it's fair.
Next up, let's go to I guess Eric Rowan, Roman Reigns.
I would assume Roman gets his revenge.
Right. It would make sense for Roman to win. But if I'm booking, I'd let Eric Rowan win with help of Daniel Bryan.
I was just about to say that. If they were smart and they really want to keep Rowan going as a heel, just keep burying the face.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what WWE doesn't know how to do.
So.
Nope. I saw it with Steve. It was oh shit. Oh, it's like when Sasha and Bayley lost Monday night to Charlotte Flair and Becky. It's like, didn't Bayley just turn heel and Sasha's a heel, so why wouldn't you have them in some way screw over Becky and Charlotte and get the win that night? Or just start hitting them with chairs to DQ it. Like, you totally killed the heel vibe by having them win.
Right. Hey, it's WWE. Wins and losses don't matter.
Yeah, apparently. It's like, okay, now I just don't believe that those two are like a badass heel tag team or anything because they just lost to Becky and Charlotte. So, cool. Way to kill that.
That's one thing on the AEW thing that I noticed on All Out, which I watched back. I watched back Monday. No. Watched back. When did I watch that? I watched that Saturday. Watched the whole thing back. And, dude, that pay-per-view is fucking awesome. I can't believe people are I cannot believe people are saying the TakeOver UK pay-per-view is better than that. No, it doesn't even come close. You fucking WWE, diehard wannabes, sorry. Right. I'm a wrestling fan of both here.
Right.
I love NXT, I love wrestling, whatever. All Out was 10 times better than NXT UK. Doesn't even come close.
Definitely.
Just because Walter and Tyler Bate was maybe the best show of the weekend, which that match was fucking awesome, doesn't mean the whole show was better.
Right. Not at all.
Right.
So, what do we got next?
Oh wait, real quick, I'm going with Roman as well, but
Oh yeah.
Let's go AJ Styles, Cedric Alexander. United States title.
Oh man, this is tough because I feel like Cedric Alexander is getting kind of the push, but
right.
I'm gonna go with. I'll go with AJ.
I think I'm gonna have to go with AJ as well.
I think it'd be cool if Cedric won though, and then AJ still gets pissed off and wants rematches with him, and then kind of helps build Alexander as a face champion, I think that'd be a good way to help build Cedric still. But so I feel like if he loses, it's kind of like, oh man, he just had this. I don't know. They're in such a weird place right now that I don't even know where to go with it.
Right, same. I would think AJ goes over, but at the same time, I would think like the OC would still be tag team champions right now. But whatever.
Exactly. Or it's like, and I don't know. In some way or another, you still got to make Cedric look strong in this match. Or if he loses, keep him going at Styles. Like have the club help AJ and beat Cedric, and then have that be Cedric's reasoning for rematches or for an attack on Styles or something. So hopefully,
but since you said it, it's not going to happen. It's just going to end weird, and we're going to be like, why is he in a rematch? Like,
and then Cedric and Buddy Murphy will just be like setting up the rings before Monday and Tuesday nights and not doing anything else.
Right, exactly. They'll be wrestling on main event.
Yeah.
All right, next up, let's go to the Intercontinental title. Shinsuke Nakamura versus The Miz.
I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot there was an IC championship for about a month.
Well, I mean, why? Why would you forget? It's not like that Shinsuke was like predominantly featured on SmackDown.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just annoying.
It is. It's extremely annoying.
I guess Shinsuke. I don't know. I'm gonna go with the Miz.
You go with the Miz?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go all over the place on this pay-per-view. I feel like
I'm gonna go with Shinsuke. I think he keeps it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's almost like Shinsuke's not interested anymore.
Dude, I mean, WWE has fucking killed how many different people that like you're just interested in. Like,
yeah.
It's
well,
bullshit.
And then you had Shinsuke with Sami Zayn, which I guess was kind of cool. Sami's the mouthpiece, but those two styles like clash because Shinsuke's like the quiet, sneaky ninja style kind of wrestler, and then Sami Zayn's just like the loud, obnoxious brother. And it's like I don't like that doesn't fit Shinsuke's character.
No, it doesn't at all. It's another like tag team that they put together that doesn't make sense.
This is the dumbest show ever. Not
it really is. It really is. It fucking sucks. This show fucking sucks.
None of the stories make any sense.
If I didn't like wrestling so much, I would stop watching Raw and SmackDown a year ago. But I love wrestling, so it's like, and then you have people like Kofi that keeps me fucking interested, and it's like, God damn it, I guess I'll keep watching. And then okay, I'm gonna go out of it, and then here comes Bray again, and it's like, God damn it, you get that one wrestler that gets me like fucking hooked in to watch, but I would have stopped watching. Like, God damn it.
So true. It's so true.
It is. They've been doing this for like 10 years. Punk was the one that kept me in, like, watching. Daniel Bryan was the one that kept me watching. Like, this sucks.
Yep. God damn.
Just give me a whole New Day. Like, give me a whole fucking show. Like, God damn. It's not that hard.
Yeah, like, why did you break up having, like, New Day come out against, how come Randy Orton's not with the Revival coming out every week against the New Day? Like, why is that not still kind of a thing?
Exactly. But that's apparently from inside sources with WWE. New Day will be fine to wrestle this Sunday. No, it's bullshit. Let the King of the Ring finals happen.
Yep.
You keep them off for TV that long, it's fucking stupid.
Yep. It's fucking dumb.
Let's go, let's go next. New Day Revival.
I hope Revival wins.
Is that your pick?
Yeah.
I think they will win, honestly. Like,
yeah. I'm going with some title changes this weekend. I feel like they need them.
They definitely need them.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Revival as well in that match.
Same.
Even though New Day hasn't been on TV for fucking almost a month.
Right. Yeah. Which is, I don't know, not good for TV.
No, it's not. Let's go next. Where are we at? Let's go Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks.
Man.
No pun intended.
God. I'm going with Becky, but I really hope they do something where Sasha and Bayley help each other win their title matches.
Mm-hmm.
and that way, like if Becky loses, it doesn't look like she lost clean. It's like she got beat because she kind of got screwed over, kind of thing.
Right.
Which would help build Sasha and Bayley as heels.
Right.
Just do that. Have them help each other win their matches that night. It's like just easy old school booking. Oh, the bad guys helped each other win their title matches? Sweet. Give me that.
Or
but I'm going
setting up for Becky and Bayley at Survivor Series.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm going to go with Becky, though.
Yeah, I'm going with Becky as well.
Yeah.
I would love it if they gave it to Sasha, though.
So would I. I'd actually be really fine with that, and just make it a heel win, and have her be a heel. Make her a likable heel where you want to see that heel on TV. You want to boo. You want that heel on TV so you can boo them.
Yep. Bayley, Charlotte Flair.
I'm gonna go Bayley.
Yeah, Bayley. I'm going Bayley as well. I think she's gonna keep the title for a little bit.
I hope so. I feel like every time she's had the title, what was it 2-3 times now? Like she just loses it quickly. So, I don't know. Make her beat Charlotte Flair. Make her stronger. Be like, oh shit, now somebody can beat Charlotte Flair. Cool.
Next up, Raw Tag Team titles. Fucking dumb fucking match. Let's just get this over with. Rollins and Strowman, Ziggler and Rude.
I'm gonna go Ziggler Rude. I would assume.
I would assume the same. Like,
yeah,
it should be the fucking OC, but whatever.
Yeah, you'd fucking think so. Or goddamn Heavy Machinery. I don't know.
Or War Raiders.
Yeah.
Or the Revival. Like,
yeah.
The actual tag teams,
Yeah.
Like,
Maybe make your tag team make sense.
Right.
Or what they should have done is never changed goddamn Chad Gable's character, and him and Bobby Roode are going for tag titles now.
Yep.
And Ziggler is in the fucking King of the Ring. I don't know. That makes sense.
No, shit that makes sense. You can't bring that into logic, Jim. You just can't do that.
Instead, you got Chad Gable marching around being super duper baby face.
It's super duper face.
Oh, God.
Hey, Shorty, shut the fuck up. How many more times are we going to see this story get played out, too?
And I feel bad for Chad Gable, because you can just see the look on his face during those promos where he's just like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Why am I acting like a suck-up kind of thing right now when, like, I used to be this goofy Chad Gable guy, or I was goofy with Bobby Roode? Why am I now this, like, weird, serious, weird-looking dude?
See, like, it doesn't make sense for these stories to happen now because he's been established in WWE for fucking 5 years. Like, maybe if you started, like, the short, like, shit at him when he just debuted in WWE, hey, guess what? That makes sense. But since he's been tag team champions already on SmackDown and NXT and Raw, that doesn't make sense. Fuck, he's won all 3 titles. I forgot about that.
Yep.
With different people each time.
Yep. He sure has. And now he's just a really good wrestler with no gimmick.
He's won SmackDown titles with Jason Jordan, and he's won one with Shelton Benjamin. He's fucking won Raw tag team titles with Bobby Roode, and he won the NXT titles with fucking Jason Jordan. It's like...
Yep. And now he's just a guy who has to put a smile on his face and be a weird suck-up.
I hate this company.
It just sucks. Like, he's a really good... I was talking to Steve. I was like... Because he doesn't know much about Chad Gable. I was like, well, when he had, like, characters, he was actually really good. But now he's just a really good wrestler, which I enjoy. Like, he's a phenomenal wrestler. But WWE just took away all his, like, character.
His gimmick,
or, like, anything about him. It's just like, come on. We know what this guy is like.
Yep.
We know he has charisma. He's shown it before. Just, like, it's not that hard.
It isn't hard at all.
Frustrating. But, yeah, I'm going to go with Ziggler Rude because, I mean... You have to some way Rollins and Strowman have to somehow screw each other to lose that match so that they have a more intense championship match. You know.
Right.
What?
So dumb. Well, while we're on it, Rollins, Strowman.
I don't know. Is this a face versus a face match?
Yep. At some random B show, Because God forbid, like the two favorites go at it like at a SummerSlam or like a WrestleMania where like it makes sense because it's like you have to make the crowd choose on like who they want in a big fucking match. But hey, let's do it at some random show, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Strowman. I feel like he finally
really.
deserves the title.
I hope
Has
you're
he ever
right.
has he held the title yet?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Give it. I'm going Strowman. I don't have a title to lose this week. I don't care. Give me Strowman.
I'm going Rollins. I don't think Rollins loses.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know which way for this to go.
I would love to see Strowman win, honestly.
So would I. And then have him and Rollins maybe keep feuding and have Rollins have to climb a bigger hill to get the title back or something.
Mm-hmm.
Make Strowman a fucking force. I don't know, Todd.
I don't know, but I feel like the crowd's just gonna shit on this match no matter what.
I know, but I feel like it could be a good match. Like I feel like it could be a hell of a match, but it's not.
How about the fucking crowd on Monday night when Rollins is like, I'm one of the best wrestlers in the world, and the crowd started chanting Okada. Like, oh my god, that's awesome. They're chanting fucking Okada. That's fucking awesome. Like
they started booing him. It's like that wasn't a smart comment.
Yeah, they started going Okada. Then they started going Omega, and then the CM Punk chants came in.
Yep. It's like oof, Seth. That wasn't the smart thing to say.
Man, they just fucking chanted fucking two wrestlers from two different companies and one retired. Like, ouch. Ouch, Seth Rollins. Ouch.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, oh, maybe Seth needs to turn heel. I don't know.
I think he does. I'm going with Rollins, though, for that match. I don't think he loses it yet.
That's fair.
Finally, what should be the main event, but probably won't be, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton. The best told story in WWE right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Orton. I think Orton might take the title.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of two ways right now. This is how I want it to go down. I want Randy to win.
Mm-hmm.
But I want the feud to continue. And I want it to end in a Hell in a Cell match.
Same.
Actually, either way, if Kofi somehow retains, there's an interference but that's how they ended their last match. It's with a weird DQ, wasn't it, or something?
Yep.
So,
which that means this match should be like a street fight or something, because that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. I would have Randy win, but continue this feud, and have it end in a Hell in a Cell.
Yep.
That's how I would do it. Have it just continue to be this bloodbath of a feud, and then how do you finish it? Hell in a Cell.
Yep, I agree.
At the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, so that's predictable. But it would be cooler if the pay-per-view Unforgiven was still around and it's October and nobody knows that a Hell in a Cell match has the possibility of happening, and then 2 weeks before the pay-per-view, Kofi says, I want you in a Hell in a Cell, and then it's like, oh shit, we're getting a Hell in a Cell match, but that's not going to happen. Instead, it's like, oh, we know what the Hell in a Cell matches are going to be.
Yep. I've only been saying that for fucking 10 years.
God, I know. Jesus.
So who are you taking in the match?
I'm going to go Randy. Plus, I feel like we've been saying for a while, it's like, man, I would love to see Randy Orton be champion again.
Same.
Him and Miz are my two bucket list for the next 3-4 years. I want to see him hold the world heavyweight titles.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that match should be the main event, but sadly, it's not going to be again.
Nope.
Which isn't fair.
Nope. It's not at all.
What was sorry, I'm putting dog food in a bowl. What was the last pay-per-view? SummerSlam? Who was the main event?
It was All Out. It's a fucking idiot.
What was the last $10 pay-per-view?
It was, SummerSlam.
Okay, who main evented that?
Rollins and Lesnar.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Either I have a bad memory or wrestling.
No, because you just it was such a forgettable show. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people that. I'm so happy you said it kind of that way, because it's the thing that people are forgetting when you talk about WWE versus AEW. How many forgettable shows has WWE had this year, and how many times have you talked about the AEW shows already?
Exactly. I mean, I guess, you could argue it's like, well, WWE puts out more. There's been more product out, so it's easier to discriminate or whatever. But it's like, yeah, but that means they have more chances to put on good stuff, and they haven't.
Yep.
It's like Kofi and Randy should main event this pay-per-view.
Yep.
Since they didn't get to main event SummerSlam. But like you said, it won't. They'll have the tag match will probably either be first or second. That way the guys get a break, and then they'll be the main event. So what'll happen on the pay-per-view is they'll lose the tag titles, and then there'll be like 2 or 3 promo segments where they're arguing backstage about something, and then
or they'll just go right into it.
Which would be cool.
It'd be all right. I wish it was.
What do you mean, like do the tag match and then go right into the title match?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it, do it. Get it over with, and then have the main event with Randy and Kofi.
You know what? The main event might be Becky and Sasha, which I'm okay with, actually.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too, actually. That actually wouldn't be too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd definitely be fine with that.
By the way, I'm watching NXT UK right now, and the main event's on, and it's a tag team title match with those Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews versus the Grizzled Young Vets, and this match is fucking awesome. I wish I could hear it right now.
I love that name.
The Grizzled Young Vets?
Yep. Love that name.
He's a Grizzled Young Vet, he's a Grizzled Young Vet. Doesn't matter if he's Kirk Jerkin or the main event.
Is that their song?
That's how fucking Gallows and Anderson sing it on Talk is Jericho when they get drunk with him. Jericho's always like, sing the Grizzled Young Vet song. He's like, all right. He's a Grizzled Young Vet. He's a Grizzled Young Vet.
Forgot about that. Oh, man. Yeah. Clash of Champions, though, huh? Should be a great show. What a shitty name, too, because it doesn't really make any sense. Like, Clash of Champions, you would think, like, 2 champions are clashing.
Right. Well, that's WWE logic. Well, it's like the night where every title's on the line, and it's kind of like, that logic to me is just like, every title should always be on the line, but you guys have so many, it's like, you can't put them on the fucking pay-per-view.
Yep. Or, like, they could if the stories were good.
Right.
But they don't have any good stories.
Oh, and the 24/7 title is going to be on the line in some capacity that night, too. So it's like...
Oh, joy.
And best wishes to Elias. He broke his fucking ankle.
Right.
That sucks, but it's just like... God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just frustrating, man.
It is.
I'm with you. It's like, I don't want to just, like, stop watching wrestling, but I'm almost just like, I don't care.
Right. Dude, this summer has flown by, right? This summer has flown by. Ever since I've been like, I cannot wait for AEW or NXT to debut on like network television, it has gone so slow. Like, it's just gone so slow. I'm just like, I need it now. Inject it into my veins.
Please.
I need hockey back.
Yeah. Dude, hockey and AEW is going to start like right at the same time.
Yep. I can't wait.
Love it.
Wait. All right. Let's hit him with the 1, 2, 3 finish. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Number 1, 13 weeks Blues Stanley Cup champions. Number 2, Post Malone's album. Fucking
amazing.
Go check it out. Literally not a bad song on it.
Nope.
At all. And my number 3, Jesus, I want to try to say something wrestling wise, but I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'll make you a happy camper. My number 3 is Uncharted is a phenomenal video game.
Fucking right it is. It's about goddamn time you played it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. You have not wanted to tell me that since you started playing it. And did you like that Snapchat the other day where I just slowly zoom in?
Yeah. Yeah, and I actually just downloaded last night the Uncharted Drake collection. It was like $20.
3, yeah.
So I've been playing that. So yeah, it's good.
Did you already beat the game?
Yeah. I beat it yesterday or 2 days ago.
Wow. Yeah. No, it's fine. It sucks. Game sucks. No big deal.
That's what I told you. I go, yeah, this sucks so bad that I got the Drake collection just to see if the other ones are maybe better. I know that popped you when I said it. Like, oh, what a dick.
Fuck you.
So, yeah, that's my 1, 2, 3 finish. My number 3 was going to be, I didn't know that Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes had a sister.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Mm-hmm. I didn't know that, actually.
I didn't know. Cody tweeted something today. He was like, oh, happy birthday. I think it was like a happy birthday to like his sister. I was like, oh, I didn't even know they had a sister. She probably does nothing with wrestling.
No, I don't think she does.
Probably not. She probably has enough between her dad and then her 2 brothers. She was like, yeah, I'm okay.
I'm good. Yeah, I'll go be an accountant.
I'm gonna go be normal.
Anyway, my number 1, I don't know. My number 1, WWE sucks. I can't wait for AEW.
Same, bro.
My number 2, Breaking Bad. El Camino looks fucking. I can't wait. I can't wait for El Camino. Can't wait for that. And also tie for number 2 is that I'm trying to work out a day with my uncle for when he can come over here for hockey talks.
Oh, sweet.
So I'll let you know on that. But hockey talks will be returning in the next few weeks, which I can't wait for.
Yes.
And my number 3, 9/11. Never forget. Just never forget. I'm gonna leave it there.
Yes, sir.
All right. You can follow Offended on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Periscope at OffendedPod. Make sure to go follow PWP Nation on all social media platforms as well at PWP Nation. You can buy our t-shirt at www.prowrestlingtees.com and search Offended. And you can listen to our playlist exclusively on Spotify at Offended Presents Songs of the Week. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and PlayStation Network at Trick1042. You can follow Stoutsy at
Jimmy James 9417 on Twitter and Instagram, and on the PlayStation Network, XX Mind Flayer 85XX. Come and get it. I would say on NHL 20, but I haven't bought NHL 20 yet, and I really don't have an urge to. I thought it was out.
Comes out on the 13th.
Oh, maybe somebody I saw that had like a early release or something.
So I watched the preview of that today, or like the first period, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait. Like I don't care. I'm not in any rush to buy NHL this year because the gameplay looks exactly the same, but like the presentation is different. Like there's new announcers, which is kind of cool, but it's like in the one demo that they showed, they repeated the same thing like 5 times. I'm like, oh my god, this is their demo. Like, what the fuck? And like within the first 2 minutes of the gameplay, a slashing call got called with just a stick lift. I'm just like, oh my god, you guys have not learned from anything like in this past like few years.
Yeah, this is the first year in a decade where I'm like legit just like I don't care about NHL 20.
Same. I think a lot of people are like that, honestly.
Yeah.
People are asking for something different, and all they gave us was like, oh, you can buy new clothes for your character. It's like, we don't care about that.
Yeah, at all. It's like, they need to do something. They need to like maybe revamp career mode in some way, make that more interesting, or
right, GM mode, anything.
GM something. It's got to become more and more interactive in a way of like stories or being able to do stuff. Like GM mode, it's like you literally just like you're pretty much just playing a season.
Yep.
There's nothing special to it, so I don't know. I'm just gonna play Uncharted for a while.
Yep, I'm the same. I'm playing Batman right now.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. And thank you to JCD for coming on the show.
Yeah, man, it was cool. It was really actually kind of cool to hear like his story about what happened.
Yeah.
On 9/11. So it was a shame he had to leave before wrestling talks because they probably would have been a little more exciting for the people. Because we just would have argued with JCD, which would have been fun, instead of me and you just pouting how bad it sucks.
Right, JC would
yeah, I'll admit it.
Fucking AEW had Tully and Arn Anderson on, so they're doing the same thing. No, motherfucker. Yeah, they did it one time on one show, while WWE has done it 10 times already this year. Like,
Yeah, fucking AEW. I mean, I was at Madison Square Garden for like 15 years when WWE was there, and like AEW thinks they can make it to the Garden. That's my garden. That's Vince's garden. I'm planting flowers there. And fucking, I love WWE.
God forbid somebody else shows up and sells out, because that's not good for the wrestling world or anything like that.
Yeah, man, nobody fucking cares about that.
Yeah.
I hope he listens to the rest of this.
Fuck the wrestling business. I just want WWE to do well. Hashtag support WWE.
You know what we sound like? We sound like the guy from that Gary V video where he makes fun of Gary V. Have you seen it? I'll have to send it to you. That's how he talks. He's like, he's acting like Gary V. And he's like,
You just gotta eat piles and piles of shit, man. If your parents want to give you food, man, just say fuck them. Fuck your parents, man.
that's how he talks. I'll have to send it to you because we sound exactly like him.
Hey, welcome to Chili's.
Oh, man.
Anyway. Well, episode 109 in the books.
Yep. Hopefully 110 will be better.
Hopefully WWE just gets better. I don't know. Fuck. This put me in such a funk. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, for Stoutsy, I'm Tricky. This has been Offended, presented by EWP Nation. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.